All right. What is up, YouTube? And some of you from Instagram potentially. Welcome to Saltwater Shindig. What is going on? A couple people in here. Sean Clark, what's up? Salty Reef, what's up? Actually, where are they? Come on. I think I left my headset upstairs. That's a great start. I'll be right back. Guess I got to iron out some kinks, huh? Sky High, what's up? Mermaid, how are you? Ironing out the kinks, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure this is connected. Think you can hear me. Can you hear? Yep. All right. What up, everybody? Mermaid, how you been? Salty Reef, how's your salinity doing? And your temperature too, because it does both. So what's up? Talk to Travis. He may be coming. Ari did that. Ari, what's up, buddy? How you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. Reach out to Billy, see what he was doing. Phil Tennell can't stream. Travis might come. We'll see. Yeah, I enjoy too. I'm using it on my quarantine tank. The boy's got a quarantine tank. It's been a while. Dumb mistakes. How's the I try and like wing it every time. Past couple of times I've streamed my tank. Is what I'm talking about. I'll dial my blues back or everything, but just blues anyway. Maybe like a little bit of like the lighter blue. What do you think? I wish I had fish in there swimming around. Maybe one day. Gabe's Reef Tampa is supposed to be at the casino tonight. If anybody goes there and gambles, you won't see him because he doesn't gamble. How are you going to the casino for? Coral Reef Keeper is back in the house. What's up, buddy? Sky High, appreciate it. Looks good. I don't know. I feel like I could wish I could get closer. I don't know. I might have to set up my tripod. This is just on like a little phone stand kind of thing. It's actually a tablet stand. It's working. Mo, what's up, buddy? If I tweak my camera to the right a little bit, you would see a bright green. Oh, come on. So, anybody want to come hang out? I don't think I missed anybody. All right, you don't got a fish tank right now, right? Just a wife and a baby. Think. See, look, lights turn on. You better turn that shit off too. Before I go up there and bust somebody. So my tank, a couple things. I put the Apex in the mail today. So that's tight. That is headed out to Neptune's. Started dosing nitrates today. And I'm on like day 4 of ever dosing 2-part. Never done it before. And killing it. I haven't even checked my calcium. Who checks their calcium? Just alkalinity. 8 point. It wasn't like the first day, the first morning after I got everything. It was at 7.7. I brought it up to 8.3, then 8.6. And then I think I brought it up a little higher, but I checked it again. It was back down to 8.6. So I cut my dose a little bit this morning. So I'm hoping it's going to be like 8.7 or 8.6 when I Get up in the morning. Pelfrey, what's up, buddy? Should have kept that GHL. You know, everybody says you got to have a backup. They better turn that light off. There goes another one. He's doing laundry. Yeah, backups are always good. Just like that return pump I got. I was running the Jabo for a minute. What is it? DC 6000 maybe. And it went out. And thank God I had my Billy Pipes winnings because I had the Vectra. I think it's the S1, maybe the discontinued one, but it's running properly. I had a match 2 months ago. I check my calcium 4 times a day. Trident Life. That's dope. That's really cool. I'd like to have one of those set up with a calcium reactor just to see. Pinky out, bro. Fancy equipment over there. Yeah, right. I'm Jabo all the way. I got a Jabo doser set up there over there. Jabo Powerheads is all I ever use. That Jabo that I used to have was my return pump. If Jabo made a heater, I would have one. Drama D, what's up, buddy? So 14 people, and we'll see if anybody want to come hang out. A few of the people I reached out to. A couple, one said he couldn't, one said probably. 2 others didn't answer. I reached out to 4 people. So if anybody wants to come hang out, come see me. There it goes. Go away. I don't know, man. Jabos. Like Jabo. What did I order? Oh, for now, since I set my Apex out, instead of, as you see in the right corner of my tank, that heater hanging in there, I ordered an Inkbird. I didn't want to like fish the wires through the back and try and get the 2 heaters out, or at least it was just a pain. So I think I'm just gonna unplug the heater and just plug it into an Inkbird for now. We'll see. Can't wait to get that Apex back, dude. That makes life so much easier. So what does everybody consider to be a large tank? I don't know. It's a good question. I'd say like I feel like 125 is decent. Like I think like Travis is like 300 is like a big tank. I don't know, like a 6 foot 125. It's not that big. 6 foot. It's not like that big. Especially when you see like whatever it is, like 5 foot 120s and 150s. 500 up is what Drama says. I don't know. If I ever move out of this place and get my own house, is what I want to do. I want to buy a house so bad. A couple things I need to do first. And the market sucks up in Massachusetts. I don't know. I forget. I'd have to look around. No, I don't think any of you are up in the Northeast. I don't know where Salty Reef. Oh, yeah, I do. Salty Reef's in PA. Altoona, PA. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Housing market sucks up here. So if I ever get a chance to move, I want to do, I don't know what I want to do actually. Not like something stupid big, but maybe like a 125. It's not huge. Well, isn't it like, what is it, 5 hours? Thanks for coming. Surprised you're still awake. Yeah, Coral Reef Keeper says he agrees. 6 foot isn't much. He already has one, actually. Isn't that the latest setup, I believe? If y'all are wondering, I started this beer before the stream. I didn't just like smash it the whole stream. Everybody thinks I drink enough beers as it is. Smart this time. Well, this time because I added ice. But keep it a little cooler right here. There's a water in there too, if anybody's wondering. Easiest one. Boom. Everything around me that I need. So anybody, it'd be cool if somebody come talk to me. My headset's going to shut off because it hasn't had any volume through the speakers. So, who has a tank that can come show me? Can't wait to have fish in that tank. Oh my goodness. And I kind of want to like aquascape a little, but I don't. Like everything's happy. Like I don't want to move nothing, but I really do. Accidental fragging today, son of a bitch too. On my a green slimer in the middle, the biggest branch. The stupid shrimp always gets on it. So I was like trying to hush him off with like a little metal scraper. Like get out of here. And snap, accidental fragging. So I glued about a foot to the right. Yeah, pissed me off because that's like the most growth I've had on anything. It was like an inch and a half, probably longer than 2 inches, maybe longer than when I got it. Son of a bitch. I was looking at a 265, a 7-foot tank. Yeah, Travis is getting like a 10. I think it's a 10 by 4 by 3. Like that's big. Is it 4? I don't know. I think so. I think it's a 10 by 4. It's either a 10 by 4 by 3 or 10 by 3 by 4, I think. Either way, that is big. Another thing I was thinking about doing to make these streams a little better for me anyway. I think I might jump on like Facebook Marketplace and buy like somebody selling like an iPhone 6 or something, just so I can plug that in, connect to Wi-Fi, and have that camera on my tank and be able to have my phone on me. That's the worst part about all this, not having my phone next to me. Like I want to see what everybody's doing, see if somebody could hang out. My mama calls me in a panic. I need my phone to answer that, right? His new setup would be just sick. Yeah, well, yes, it will. And I don't know how anybody's going to get a hold of me either. I guess I got to jump in the stream. It's a pretty dumb statement, I guess. But if they're like texting me and stuff, I can't see it. Emails, no emails. Let's go to this now. What do we have? There you go. Back to comments. Chip the Reefer, what's up, buddy? Slow stream so far. Reach out to a few people, can come hang out. And what's up, Marcus? So yeah, man, first time two-parting. Basically, just wake up, check my alkalinity. I pee first is what I do. I get out of bed, I pee, and then I go check my alkalinity. And then just pop on the BRS calculator, dose as according. Nat, what's up? But I guess this is why there's a big market for auto dosing. This shit sucks. I mean, I do kind of like it actually. Two-parting. I feel like it more in tune with your fish tank instead of just like testing once a week or once every 2 weeks and just letting the calcium reactor just like numb you of calcium alkalinity, basically. Magnesium. I just dug my magnesium test kit out of the shed like 3 days ago. Haven't used it yet. What's up, Tyler D? But I got a whole gallon of I got a whole gallon of magnesium if I need it. Yeah. I tested nitrates today with I bought a Saltwater test kit. I don't know. It's okay. I guess I have no phosphates then because I'm reading clear, white, whatever you want to say. So I dosed slightly under what his I think his says 2 mils for 25 gallons. I got like 75. So I just threw 3 in there just to see what it does, see if it shows any reading. I think I'll do like a reverse cycle because I do alkalinity in the morning, and dose. I think at night I'll try doing sucks because I'm gonna have to do phosphates and nitrates every night to figure it out. Yeah, this is my first 2-part. Absolutely, Sean Clark. But once I figure it out, I mean, I do have the DP4, but like I said, I sent out my Apex, call it 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something. probably 10 o'clock a.m. today. I think there's like a 72-hour. Like once it gets there, they said 24 to 72 hours before they even have an answer for you. Marcus, I have a doser. I don't think I have. I put Acro Power, I think is what I put on there, and I just did like a milliliter a night, and I just like draped the airline, the hose down into the bottle, and there's bubbles through it. I haven't even messed with it. I obviously got to get like one of those little connectors for the top and run like whatever that is, the acrylic tubing, like thicker stuff. Again, never done before. I just rock the calcium reactor and don't have to worry about none of that. Well, I guess the Acro Power, but told you guys my headset is going to go dead, not dead, but turn off from no volume coming through here. So if anybody would like to come hang out, put it in the comments and I'll let you know if you can come or not. I'm just kidding. Anybody at this point, not anybody, but like I've never seen Marcus's reef tank or Tyler's or Sean Clark's reef tank. I think that's about it. Welshie's back on the market somehow. I haven't seen him in a while. Ari, if you're still in here, I'd like to see your fish tank. You said you got a 40. Shoot me the link. Forgot your email. Let me there it is. What is it? All right. I forget already. It's funny. Got it. Sent. I kind of like not having like wrenches either. I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't know how to tell. I wouldn't know. There's no anywhere in here for wrenches. So unless I like set it up previously on like my old streams, I don't know. Actually, I'd like an old wrench to come in here. To be honest with you. Lights out 3 hours ago. Yeah, mine are still going. They cut off at like 11, like 20, something. But I just switched up. It's on manual. It'll stay like this if I forget, which happened like the second night I did it. Drank a few. Just went to bed shortly after. Forgot the lights were on. I forgot the lights needed to be turned off, I should say. Mermaids mods everywhere. I was saying I enjoy not having mods. It would be like I don't want to call them a mod, but it would be nice for just trying to stream. You got people talking, somebody like to drop links of like stuff we're talking about. I guess I could just do it. But I would like to get like I'd like to put this on the computer desk somewhere and plug in my mouse. That makes things so much easier. Or even I saw Michael Aarons today. I didn't watch his stream when I looked. It was 26 minutes ago, but he had his tank on a green screen, so that was pretty tight. And I think StreamYard for the paid version, it'll be coming soon. They couldn't tell us when, but coming soon, and that will be cool. I have my, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad. I don't think green screens are expensive either. Probably make one, stretch it out. Like
What's going on, dude? What's going on?
What do you got going on in your background? Everything?
Everything. It's my basement. It's a complete mess.
Yeah, I'm in the basement too. We just actually cleaned it today.
Yeah, I get, kids get down here and just make a mess of everything. So it's just kind of always a clutter.
I hear you.
That with the fish tanks and everything else.
What's up, Joey? Ryan, what's up? Missed that comment. What's up, McCollum? Sean Clark says, I am looking at home a clown trigger. So I'm looking to rehome a clown trigger, undulate trigger. If anybody's interested, they keep rearranging my cords. They would look good in that tank behind you. Is that the 125, right? Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
I think he's talking to you.
Maybe.
I think so.
Can you hear me?
What's up, buddy? I can hear you.
It's weird because you can't hear yourself, so there's no monitor. It's like just kind of guessing.
Yeah, I guess.
It is weird.
I can hear myself just through my own head.
Right.
I want to get a better setup for my head because I just like rob these from my Xbox every night.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what are you using, like some A10s or something?
They're Stealth 700s, I think. I can't even see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Stealth 700s.
Yeah.
Turtle Beaches.
I mean, they do the direct, means.
Oh, today is Friday, Paul Blaney, and I didn't look. I'm sorry, dude. I'll try and do it tomorrow if I can get home in time with it. I mean, it doesn't. Just light makes it easier. It's the sun out makes it easy.
There we
so
go.
What you got going on in your reef tank?
Recently started to move from the 60 to the 135. I managed to.
Over?
Yeah, I grabbed my fox face out of there. That was a task in and of its own. Got him out of there.
The worst.
People I know.
Think it's so easy. Just get the fish out.
No.
You watch videos. There's like no in between. Just like, yeah, just pull the fish out.
Right. I mean, I went in there, 2 nets chasing him. He's darting back and forth. Finally snagged him. Go to put him in the other tank, and then his spines got stuck in the net, so I couldn't get him out. So he's just all panicked. But he's been in there for about a day and doing great, eating, swimming around, enjoying his new friends in there. The Nassau
and another 3 feet.
Yeah, right.
2 feet.
2 feet. 2 feet. So he's got all that extra space. I went with him first before anything else because he's such a passive aggressive fish. So he kind of like doesn't really pick on anybody, but he doesn't take any shit. So the Nassau definitely tried to get into him a little bit, but they've been fine since. Other than that, that's about it.
Yeah, I got a few things going on. I just can't wait to get it back. I got Gabe. If you're still listening, Gabe's gonna. We've all but set up shipping and sent it. Sent him some cups, sent him some heat packs. He's got boxes, and he's gonna send me a nice little coral pack, just stuff he wants out. He said, as long as I pay shipping, he's just gonna send it to me because he just wants to have his tank. And there's some cool stuff.
Nice.
He doesn't think it's cool. I think it's cool. So that'll be cool.
Can't beat that, man. Always take stuff when you can get it, for sure. A lot cheaper than buying it.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm still paying for shipping, but
right.
I think. I don't know. I'm gonna look. I think it's gonna cost me like $50. We're estimating like a.
You gonna overnight it?
Yeah, probably. It's like a 3 or 4 pound box. We gotta figure out how to weigh it. I don't think he has any type of scale that'll like calculate such a low.
Yeah, just get a postage scale.
Dealer, let's put it that way.
It doesn't have one of the little finger hangy scales.
Yeah. I got a pocket scale somewhere.
Pocket scale. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about that. Nope.
Yeah,
nope, never used one. I say now I've gone digital. I've got a digital postage scale.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. Although I don't think it. Yeah, I think it weighs low enough.
Wells says, I can't get a cold tank out of his 26-gallon Nano. Been trying for months. Yeah, dude. This shit is not easy.
No,
the only time I've ever actually got fish out of my tank, except when moving, like, I mean, either way, but the one time where I wasn't moving, I had to rip everything out anyway.
Right.
I like just had towels in front of the tank, and I was just trying as quick as I could take the rock out, scoop them out, and put the rocks back in.
That's pretty much all you can do. I mean, I was to that point.
These people are like so successful. Just like, oh, I guess I should try a trap because I've never done it. But like,
yeah, there's that one company. I can't remember the name of them. They make that like bubble trap. It's like magnetic, and it's acrylic, and it's like basically a bubble. You stick it to your tank, put some food in there, let them get in there. You pull the magnet, and it floats up to the top, and catches them. Cool. Pretty cool idea. I looked at those, and I think they wanted like $80 for one. I was like, nah.
It's like a reverse cast net.
Yeah, I was like, forget that. I'll just go with a cheap ass net from the pet store. And
McCallum's Reef says his yellow tank is not leaving his new copper band alone. Another copper band will flare up at the yellow tank.
That's funny.
hell was that?
Man, the copper band I had just didn't care about anything. Just swam around, did his own thing. Too bad he's gone now. But
what was that about?
What happened?
Just sitting here streaming, not even touch my computer, and my email pops up. Cuts the screen in half. Weird. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, it sucks draining the tank, but I mean, you only have 26 gallons. Grab 4 buckets and get,
that's
like
not too bad.
Said 20 gallons out. I mean, I guess it's the same for me. In like a 75, I have buckets wise. I have a 40 and 2 20s I could pull out, but still, that's a lot of water. I don't have like a big pump to pump it back in.
It's not so much the water volume. I find it's, they got all their nooks and crannies they hide in, so like they just wedge themselves into a corner and you can't get them out.
Try catching like a bass light or something. Like screw those.
Oh, I know.
Actually, this tank right here, when I put all my fish in from my little 29 cube, I couldn't finish the transfer because I had to keep watering it because there was a stupid basslet stuck in my rocks. So it was like a week later I finally got him out, or a few days later anyway, and then I could finally take that tank down.
Man, one time I was moving from I think it was a 29 cube into like a 70-gallon tank. So it'd been like 3 tanks ago. Yeah. But the clownfish I still have, it's still in the 60-gallon, and I was trying to get her out of the cube, and I couldn't get her. So I have this little bowl that I melt food into, and I just kind of tricked her to the surface and then just scooped her up in the bowl. Cool. Worked pretty good.
It is kind of expensive. I mean, I guess it's not that bad if it works. Who in the comments said that? Sean Clark. I'm looking at it right now. At least one of them, $90. I mean, Calypso made one. He just glued some acrylic together, drilled some holes in it, put like a little chute. Let me see if this is enabled. I don't know if it is screen share. It is enabled. This is what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
It's cool. I mean, it's like I feel like it's the same thing that Calypso made, but his was free $99.
Yeah, for $90, that's kind of pricey.
Still though, it's probably something you'll have unless some freak accident cracks it.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's better than tearing down your tank and moving a rock out. And just put that and crack a beer and sit and wait. Basically,
I need to start writing down notes of stuff I need to complain to this company, because they do not complain, but just like PC it, complaining, give them suggestions and stuff, because they do like the Creators of the Stream. It's only been open for like a year, and they do like what's called a town hall every, I think, Sunday. I think they do it tomorrow, and I'm always doing something. But it's like 30 minutes of just telling people, like asking for their feedback, the streamers that are using it, and they like every few weeks just basically announce something new to the stream. This was like a few weeks ago. This thing rolling across the bottom, that was a few weeks ago. So like when you watch this stuff, they tell you what's new and how to do it, and it's cool. So I kind of stay up to date on this stuff.
That'd be cool. Get in there and tell them, hey, give us some audio monitoring. That'd be nice.
That's the one thing I was telling you. The green screen is something they're thinking about adding.
Green screen would be cool.
So I'm saying I need to start writing this shit down because.
But I think in order to do that, like, I don't know if we would all have to have green screens behind us though, because you always see guys do that. Like,
you guys, I mean, like,
you get people in and they're green screen and there's somebody's tank behind them.
I mean, if I had like the same people every week and we all had a green screen,
it wouldn't be too bad.
Actually, I don't know if that's possible, because that could be something that's not possible. Or like, say I invite you to my stream, you have a green screen, good for you,
Right.
But I don't think so yet. Well, obviously, green screen isn't, but if they even did that, I don't know if they would do. So that's not something I need to write down. Like, could a guest do a green screen? All right, let me catch some of these comments. I can tip the tank too, as it's all HOB, so all the water will go to one side. Hopefully, Kev, the cold tank, will go too. Kevin, the cold tank. You still have Kevin? Kevin ENH Vlogs is who you named that fish after. Yeah, he did too. Drama. Yes, he did. In Calypso's, he put a mirror in the back too, on the back of So like when he swims in, he sees himself, he's ready to fight, so he'll go in there, hopefully. And he was like saying, "I was surprised nobody else does that," which is kind of true. I mean, it's just a little mirror in the back.
That's interesting.
I just got one off Amazon for like $40. Oh, Ryan, you're talking about a trap? Dramedy says Seaside Aquatics has them for like $12. So I wonder if he's talking about traps because I'll order one right now.
Right.
I don't even have fish in my tank, and I'll order one right now.
You need to get some fish in that tank.
Hey man, I got 2 tiny little clowns in quarantine, and tomorrow will be a week.
Nice.
They're both now finally eating. The little one was like day 2. The next morning was like eating, but the bigger one wasn't. And this morning he was picking up stuff. Yesterday he picked that up, but then let it go and did.
What kind of clowns are they?
So they're mist bars. I just
Okay.
wanted just regular oscillaris. Like I don't want white ones. I don't want storms. I don't want like mocha Da Vinci's. Like I don't need none of that. I think the coolest ones are just normal oscillaris clownfish.
Yeah.
But so the ones that I got they have a little more black on them, but they're one is like at the bottom of his belly has where the mist bar is. The other one doesn't really have it, which is fine with me. I got 2 fish for $25, so I thought.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
They tank raised or?
Yep, they are
Nice.
actually. So that's cool. They're other than them eating, they were showing some like stringy white poop for one of them, the one that wasn't eating for the first day, and that's gone. I was worried about that, thinking it may have been like something internal.
Yep, got to worry about the parasites.
Tomorrow will be 25% the way through the process.
Now, what are you doing as far as medications in your quarantine?
Nothing right now.
Nothing.
I was talking to Travis, thinking about going to like getting Malfex or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Just to be safe, or maybe I'm thinking that what I might start doing with a lot of my fishes right before I add them to the tank, hit them with a freshwater dip. I've only freshwater dipped the yellow tank once, and no, it was a yellow tank and a powder blue. It scared the shit out of me too. That scares you. You're just like this, just laying on the side, like barely moving. You just like fish them around, just hope they kick because that means they're fine.
Oh yeah, because I was going to do a freshwater dip on my Nassau, but I was thinking they had flukes, but the marks haven't gotten any worse. And they've been getting better. She's eating like a pig, so I'm not going to worry about it. Worst case, I've got some Prazi and I can treat the tank, but everybody's like freshwater dip it. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you were saying you got to watch temperature and pH and all that with the RO water, and I don't know.
I don't care about none of that. I just get some RO to temperature and run it.
Just dump them in there.
Yeah, I don't care about pH. It don't matter, in my opinion. It was drilled in my head a few years ago on a couple live streams. Like pH basically means nothing unless it's obviously like stupid low. But
right, if it's super
I don't
acidic.
bother with it anymore. Especially my tank, dude. I don't even care what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I had kicked mine up pretty high for a while, but I didn't see any like extra coral growth or anything crazy like a lot of people claim. So I just let it fluctuate.
Yeah, I started I did a half dose is basically what I did today of Travis's nitrates.
Yeah, get them nutrients up in there. Once you get fish in there, though, and start feeding, it should be all right.
Yeah, no, I don't even remember what our phosphates are. They're like super low, like there's like 0.12 or something with the ULR hammer checker.
See, every time I try to do ULR, I end up with dinos. Doesn't work for me.
No, just the checker, the hammer checker is the ULR. But
right. I was thinking nutrients wise, but
ULR forever, and guess I'm not clean enough to get there. Except right now, I guess there's no fish. That's not what I'm shooting for. It's why I'm trying to raise everything. Throw an airstone in your freshwater before dipping. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Or just like even keep it in there if it's really going to make you feel better about it. Throw an airstone in and just let it sit there.
Yeah, but then you got to go and buy an airstone and a pump.
Well, if you're a fish keeper, you probably got it hanging around.
I used to.
You have to have an airstone in that air thing.
I used to, and then I was cleaning out the basement and making room for other things, and I threw a bunch of old gear away. I'm like, I'm not going to need this.
Right. So
now I wish I had it.
Paul
but
Blaney needs some stuff. And I think I have it was like, I mean, it's not cheap. It was like $85 when it first started. I bought a Core Life. I mean, I guess it is kind of cheap, but I mean, it's not like a $20 thing. It's the Core Life 65 skimmer hang on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But it works. But I had it running for like 2 or 3 months and then upgraded my tank. So I obviously, well, not obviously, but bought a bigger skimmer. But
Yep.
I think I have that, Paul, if you're still here. I think I have that. And probably some test kits if you need those. I don't know what else. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. I may have a couple. No, I don't really have anything. Just besides that couple things. I'll take a look for you, Paul Blaney. So it's been some drama on YouTube lately.
I try to stay away from it.
Me too. I'm trying, man.
Like I don't get the drama.
Hearing shit. I don't want to be involved in any of it. He said, she said, he said, she said. I don't care. I didn't say it.
What's going on now? Of course,
Nothing.
I say let's not get into it, but
no, nothing. Just it's like that. It's a YouTube is like high school drama. But what are you gonna do? I enjoy doing YouTube. It's fun to do. Sold all my corals today.
Oh boy!
I've never said that before.
Must be tearing it down or
something. Either way, I've never been able to say that. Have you? Selling all my corals today?
Mm-mm.
I've never said that before.
I mean, unless it was like, okay, I'm done. I'm out of the hobby.
Hopefully it was like
sell everything.
Maybe it's like let me sell everything and fund a bigger tank.
Right.
Could be.
But
and he's like, for all we know, he's got like a 600-gallon frag tank in the basement right now, stuffed, and he's just
right. And he's just like, I'm get it all out here. I need like 1,000-gallon aquarium, like tomorrow. That's the only thing I could think. It's either he's getting out or he's unloading to get something crazy. Married. All right, Ricky's Reef, you got to let us know what's going on with that because
could be getting married.
Inquiring, yeah. Weddings ain't cheap.
See what else we got. See, you should be able to. See, I need a pad. That's another thing I need to figure out. I need a pad to write down 2 subjects. Everything I want to say to the creators of the stream.
Right.
And then everything that I forget, I need like a pre-checklist before I sit down to stream.
Kind of have talking points.
So I mean that's something I've been kind of toying with. Like, do I do like what's up, Ed? Tanya Mahoney, how are you? So you can get me a notepad. I actually recently brought home some mechanical pencils, which is cool. But yeah, I don't know, like a subject would be cool. I don't know. People say subjects would be cool, but I like to just winging it. I wish more people would join while we're just hanging out like this.
It's a little more natural when you're just kind of winging it.
Yeah, just kind of like seeing where it takes us instead
right.
of like, forcing it, manipulating the stream to be what I want.
It is nice to have some points, though, to get people talking.
Trolls come in and I want to invite them. Anyone have the mesh covers for the max spec? Why? What you got, Mermaid? Some anemones moving like mine.
Yeah.
Stupid. That annoys me. Makes me want to take them out. It's the first time I've ever had an anemone.
I don't know if they fit on the OW10 because I don't know if the OW10 is like a round.
I think they're all the same.
Power head.
I think
because for the gyre, the nets are long and skinny to fit over the ends of it.
The gyre, I think, like is, to my knowledge, there's like 7 different names for J-bows. I feel like it's just the size; they're all the same pump.
Right.
Maybe one variation in like the actual cage of the pump.
That's the one thing I can't stand about J-bows. You're like, well, which one is it?
Like I couldn't even tell you.
Right. I got the OW, the RS. Yeah.
I probably got 4 4 of them around my tank. One's hanging in like a specimen cup hanging off the side on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one next to the tank because I'm thinking about adding flow. But I have 4 of them, and I couldn't even tell you what the gyre one is, but it's 2 other ones.
Gyre, I think, is the CP because I have one of those.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I saw the box the other day.
Yeah, the box over here says SCP.
I think I have a PP8 and a RW8 actually. Now that we're talking about it, but I think like everything new is like the same pump, just called something different now.
Right. It's kind of like with the return pumps. There's the DCT, the DCP, the DCS. It's like, well, which one's the newest and the best one? So it's kind of hard to figure out.
Ricky said he still has all his fish. He has a 525 gallon. Really?
Going back to school and working
because there's no space. I'm wondering if that's a typo. But 525 is awesome. What's up, K-Town? Still running. He's going back to school. So yeah, I mean, definitely trash the reef tank. Worry about your schooling.
Yeah, for sure.
Trash it, but sell your corals. Pay your way through school. I don't know.
Go to school, get a job, then reef.
Yeah, make enough money to be able to afford it.
Right.
Because I can't afford it. I have one for some reason.
Yeah, see, McCallum's reef says he's got the Jabo CP120 gyre.
Yeah, that's the one
I got.
Right, it was like $85 or something on Amazon.
And it's got a ton of power because I was using.
Dude, I'm like 60% on it.
Yeah, I was using it in the bigger tank and then switched it over to the smaller one because I wanted to use the gyre in the tank. So like, just the gyre is a little better quality. But I mean, the amount of water the 120 moves versus the gyre 230 is night and day. It's crazy. So I'm actually thinking about putting the Jabo back in because I like to have that sheet of water across the top. Really pushes
Jabo,
water.
Sure. Yeah, no, I didn't see that, Ryan. I didn't know what Hero 3 is. I'm sorry, I looked that up.
Oh, it's a reefer 525, so it's not 525 gallons.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm seeing.
Which I think the 525 is what, 52? I don't know. I can't remember how they do their naming. The number doesn't make sense with the tank.
It's liters.
Oh yeah, that's right, because they're European. We should just switch to the metric system and get it over with.
I don't know if he's talking about a GoPro. I don't know. 139 gallon. So that's a decent sized tank.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
It's a nice looking tank too. Yeah, I feel like every time I want to like upgrade a tank, you start looking at like new tank prices. It's so bad right now.
They are expensive. And even buying used.
Tank like mine.
Yeah, even buying used, people are want quite a bit for them. I mean, hell, for the one back there, I paid $300 for
that. Sean Clark. Based on Sean Clark's comment. Mermaid. I didn't even think about it. Mermaid. Reach out to Mo. Mo. Might be in there. Here, I've got Mo's. Oh, damn, you got this.
Yeah, those 3D
Good
prints.
for you, Mo. He's got 3dreefing.com. That's cool.
I want to get some for my Neros to cover the backs of them up.
Yeah, email him. I don't know. I don't know what I would give you. I don't know if I have his email. I might. Now that I've missed everything, it's 108 gallons in the state and 525. Okay. 108 gallons in the display. It's still a lot. Wish I had a 108 gallon display.
Yeah, 75 ain't bad.
Like I said, I need to buy a. I have no idea if anybody's texting me back or no one's emailed me back. Me? If you're talking about me, I didn't get nothing. Oh, Mermaid.
Oh,
what did you get today?
Great. Went to the fish store. Yeah, what'd you get? Yeah. I went to the fish store yesterday. Got some salt.
Wish my tank was cooler.
Your tank is cool, though. You just need some fish in there. You'll be all right. Get some coral growth.
things are growing too. That pissed me off, man. I was trying to get I feel like my cleanup crew just like, I don't want to take the chance of them eating things, but even when they're like perched up on a stick, like I want them off of there. Get out of there. Let their pops go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my sticks, and we'll be good. And like the
get off my
shrimp
sticks.
just touches everything. So
What kind of shrimp?
It's just a cleaner shrimp.
Cleaner
perched
shrimp?
up on my perched up on my slimer, and I was like getting annoyed by it.
Man, my opinion, shrimps are assholes, and
He is, but he's cool. I mean, I still like him. But he was just perched up on there, and I went to with a metal like scraper, get to like nudge him off, get out of there, and snap. Like, the
but then he goes right back.
I got the biggest piece of growth I got on an SPS. I snapped it off today.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
glue it to a plug.
I already did. I didn't glue it to a plug. I glued it to my rock mark, and it's crushing right now.
There you go.
You can see it. See
Which one?
Feeling in the middle.
Yeah.
The what is that? A hammer. Look to the right. See a little green stick? That's the.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's like an inch, or it's probably like an inch, a little over an inch. That snapped off. Pissed me off.
Yeah, it sucks when you're in there doing maintenance and snap a piece off. Like, dang it. Just figure glue it somewhere else.
I just saw like a nice flat spot. Like it's tough. The more crows you get, the harder they are to place. Like because you think they, once it grows out, it's going to be tough to keep, or not tough to keep, but tough to see everything behind it.
That's it too. I mean, you look at like Travis's tank. I mean, you plan on all that growth like that. It's insane.
Travis's tank, his fish are like killing themselves from running into
all those monos you lost.
Running into coral and having no place to swim.
Like, it looks sick, but it's like, when do you get to the point where you got to really like trim the hedges down?
But it's gonna be the same shit. He's gonna get a 1,000-gallon tank, and then it's gonna be like 2 years from now, it's gonna be stuff again. And now here he is.
I know he's gonna move all that stuff in there.
Thinking about a 3,000-gallon.
Yep.
Him again.
Now I need like a 10,000-gallon tank.
Seriously.
Like that one guy's tank, where the damn viewing panel's like 8 feet tall.
I need to catch up to the comments. I always forget. When Mosen checked out his setup, pretty cool. Bought some diffusers and they work great. They do knock down the light by 20 par, but all good, worth it. Marcus, you tested it. Above mine is some 3D reef and diffusers. No, they're primes actually.
See, I thought about getting those for my primes and stuff too.
4 of them.
Does it blend the light a lot better?
It's the one thing I really like about them, and I did this on a video, is that it diffuses them and it like takes away the shimmer, but not all the way. It's like totally leaves some, and I like shimmer. I just don't like it. Like it like crazy. Yeah,
it's like the Kessel shimmer.
Yeah,
that's why I never like Kessel.
So like putting these on, like when you're in person, it still definitely shimmers. Acro Breeder, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? He's got a really nice fish tank.
He was on the last one, wasn't he? I think where he showed his tanks.
Right after Travis left.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a nice fish tank. I like his. It's actually one of my favorites. It's just a little 40 breeder. It's one of my favorite fish tanks on YouTube right now for sure.
I'd show mine, but it's not very exciting.
Mine's not either.
Just a bunch of white rock and some fish swimming around.
I will have to say on that right side, see that it's like a plating Setosa, if I can name something.
Which one? The orange one there in the middle?
Right?
Yeah.
So right in front of that, like it's probably the most coralline algae I've ever had. It's just that little spot, but it's like super thick purple and it's starting to spread. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Because I have like purple speckled out through everywhere, the maroon speckled out, some pink, it's like speckled everywhere. But this stuff's like really crushing it right now. It's like taking over that whole rock like a blob.
It's good.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Could always scrape some more of it off and get it to seed around. You get any on your pumps or anything like that?
You know what's funny? So I have like this fuzz all over my rocks because what I believe to be from my research points to like basically my roommate's girlfriend does a lot of candles in the house. She's not fucking even in that. She doesn't even hang out in the floor that my fish tanks have, but she doesn't need to put a candle.
She just likes to light fucking candles, huh?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So I got like a white fuzz all over the place. And I tried a bottle of Microbacter Clean, I think is what I bought, and so I'm about to do a thing of Vibrant. But I just really want to. I'm trying to find like a cheap canopy online that I can just like refurbish and make it nice. But it seems like nobody will sell just a canopy unless I want to like order like a brand, have somebody build me a brand new one. Like I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have somebody like, here's a standing canopy for 75, not tank not included. I'm like, here's $30.
You know, and it's funny you say that because I see that all the time on like Facebook Marketplace in my area. People be like, you know, selling the stand, no tank, or you know, it's like, okay, cool. What are you gonna do with just a stand? But especially if you have a weird dimension. But 75 is pretty common.
That's just
needs a stand.
Canopy for sale. That's what I'm
right. Well, you could build one, unless you're not.
Yeah, I tried. I mean, I didn't like the way I did it. Like, it's not precise enough for me to be happy with it. I see the fuck ups, basically, is why I don't like it.
Yeah.
Sean Clark says, FYI, Travis is supposed to find your channel. That is why I'm here. Keep it up. Thanks, Sean.
Nice.
So I don't know how long you followed Travis. If you guys look at my fish tank right there and see in the bottom right corner, call it like 8 inches to the left, that big rock of like orange and purple zoas. That was from Travis's 500 subscriber giveaway. I won it. Like, we were cool ever since.
Sweet.
Kind of like stopped talking for a little bit, but we've been talking whatever.
Yeah, he's probably a pretty busy dude. Seems like it. So
he's always like doing. Yeah, he is. Talked to him last night. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, sitting here creating shirts. It's just like designing, like just sitting there at the computer thinking about clever reef sayings for his t-shirts.
Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know, and he's doing it. Like, I was really looking. He's got like a bunch of products.
Yeah, crazy.
Making money on YouTube. He's doing really well.
Like, you see that, and it's like, you know, it'd be nice to get to that level, but long ways away.
Reefing with, oh, what's up, buddy? He even said that the other night, or the other day, like, his video the other day, how he turned it into a full-time job. That's cool.
Yeah.
You really have to love it for that. I mean, I guess he's...
And it's such a short period of time, too, really. I mean, if he's only been doing it for, what, 4 or 5 years?
Something like that,
yeah. It's a lot of commitment, you know, but you got to do stuff like this. Do the live stream every week.
Ask the kid any question, and he knows the answer to it.
I know. Crazy. Which sucks, because, you know,
like
I mean...
confident answer to it, you know?
Right.
Like I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's like my first saltwater tank was like 15 years ago, but I don't nearly have that basic knowledge. It's like, you know, I gave up on it for so long because you didn't have the knowledge back then that we do now, and the technology that makes it such a different hobby than it was like when I first got into it.
Ricky's Reef says those hydrogen peroxide on my tank. That always scared me. I thought about it.
I did it while
it scares me.
I did it while treating dinos. I dosed it in through the air intake on the skimmer. Whether or not it helped in getting rid of them, I don't know, but it was kind of part of the whole treatment method that I followed.
So you basically just poured it in the skimmer and let it skim out real quick?
I don't know. It's like if you look online, look for like a...
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I was like, I think it was like 2 mils. There's a very little tiny amount. You just put it in there. It's supposedly
you just pour it right in, and it bubbled right up over the cup. Gone.
That was the instructions that I followed from the coral people that said that I was like elegance corals or something like that. And basically, you fill the tank with micro bubbles, and you dose bacteria, and then towards the end, you dose peroxide. It did the job.
I've never tried.
Yeah, it got rid of them for sure.
Micro bubbles. Never tried it.
So seeing as how I don't have an air stone or a pump, I used an old skimmer pump that I had just laying around, and I stuck that in there. Yeah, just said, it was like 7 days of that. I was so winded, man. It was terrible.
Yeah, that did the trick. Battling dinos on his new 25, testing nutrients, zero everything, even on an ultra low phosphate trigger. Doesn't that piss you off when you test with nothing? Because I got like that. It's not from phosphates, I guess, but I got like a little. That's what I was talking about. Is that fuzz on my power heads? I just have like here and there little patches like this brown.
Yeah. See,
it looks like the fuzz that's on the rocks, but it's just like little brown patches.
I hate stuff like that. Like I've been fighting dinos so many times. Like I have dinos in my 20-gallon, like little, you know, it's stringy. It's not too bad, but like I had cyano real bad, so I put Chemiclean in there. Killed the cyano, but then the dinos took over because there was nothing to compete for it. So now they're starting to spread again. It's an ongoing battle. especially when you have no nutrients in the system. They always take over.
I was actually talking to Billy Pipes about that the other day. I never really had like an ugly stage to my tank.
No.
And you know what I did for the first time ever? This is only my 4th tank. One was an upgrade to my 2nd tank. The other one was like, I need to keep my stuff alive. Let me put in this little guy. And now I went to my 4th tank. And I already forgot what I was talking about, actually. No idea where
the ugly phase. The ugly phase in your
ugly
tank.
Phase, yes.
Ugly
Yes,
phase.
that's exactly what it is. Yes,
I'll keep you on track here, Mike.
Yes, thanks. I bleached my rocks this time. Never done that before. And never had any ill effects from it. Totally fine. Let it dry out for longer than I should have. And then I just threw it in the tank with some salt water. And I never had ugly things. I got a little bit of like, when the lights are at like high noon, you know, like, well, like high 2:30 or something for me anyway. But I get like a little brown on some like the bigger pieces. I have like some chunks, some little bit of chunky rock on my like coral stuff on top of my sand, but I mix some stuff, which I don't like. That's a whole other story. But I get like a little bit brown. But other than that, like I never got diatoms. I haven't had red slime. I had a little bit of green hair algae, and I fixed that really quickly with fluconazole.
Yep, gotta get on that shit.
I'm probably the biggest martyr of the parade of fluconazole. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just used it in the 60 not too long ago, and I actually took care of the hair algae, but
doesn't bother me. Nothing.
No,
none of that stupid algae. I haven't really dosed for this white stuff yet. That could be a good experiment. See if I
could try that fluconazole. Right now. Either that or Vibrant. You could try that route. Stuff's super expensive though. I mean, but
I know that's why I don't even know what I bought. I think I bought like I don't know, like a 250 mil, whatever I said, Microbacter Clean. And this shit went quick, dude. It's like 5 capfuls per 10 gallons or something.
Yeah,
like it's horrible. Yeah. I did the calculations. It was like 20 days. It's gone.
Yeah, like when I was dosing, because I was doing Microbacter 7 and 135, setting that up for the initial bacteria, strain, and yeah, I mean it's like 6-7 capfuls every other day. It was ridiculous. Cruised right through.
You kind of got to like buy it by the gallon, especially. That's what I was thinking about. Like so again, Travis's nutrients that I bought. Some people like have to dose that like crazy. So like you got to buy it by like the gallon.
Right.
That's like I was thinking like people. I don't know why. I was looking at something the other day and they had bulk calcium in 2-part. Like, why wouldn't at that point
just get a calcium reactor,
like a big ass calcium reactor, like?
Or they're like me, just like I don't want to pay that much for it. But the initial startup cost in the end.
Much about it, like probably to the point where if your tank's that much, you're probably invested quite a bit.
Because that'd be. I mean, imagine if you had to buy your 2-part, but like 5-gallon buckets. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, Dino X. I've never used that. Yeah.
You know what I've been seeing a lot about, and I pulled 3 of them out the other day, and I noticed another 3 today are fucking Aptasia. I had those one time, and it was 2 of them. Got them out, and never saw them again.
You got to keep on them.
I have 3 right now.
Have you tried the Aptasia X?
No, I've never tried anything with manual removal.
Yeah, I had some they were hiding in my Zoa colony in the 20-gallon. And so I was like, screw it, I'm going to go and get Aptasia X because it was 1, then it was 2, then it was 4, and then there were 6. I'm like, I got to get this under control. And it actually worked pretty well. It killed them all off, but now I have little ones popping up in other places. So, I guess the trick is to get it right in the center of their discs so they don't send off spores basically when they die. Kind of like last ditch effort, like let's try to survive.
Acro breeder said, yeah, that's not bad, I guess. And that for you probably go through a lot of it. $99 for $99 for 5-gallon of 2-part powder on BRS.
That's not too bad.
80 on Black Friday, so I bought 4 of them.
Stocking up.
All right, time to break it.
You're gonna break the seal.
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
Oh, go for it. Well, I'm gonna get a refill of my water while you're doing that. Pause, everyone.
I will be back. Sorry, everybody. It's that time of the stream where I break the seal, and it happens more periodically. I apologize for that. We're back. Here we are.
Welcome back.
All right.
A little darker in here now,
It's
but
gonna be part of my stream every week is breaking the seal.
you need to get like a scene.
Like
just put up the fish tank and some music in the background. Da, 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 da,
like a catheter.
Right. Just get a catheter, just either that or one of those piss, like a piss jug.
just like trying to pee and like.
Excuse me a second while I use my piss jug.
I got buckets everywhere. Yeah.
I know,
Matt
right?
Lemming, what's up, buddy?
God, I got too many buckets.
Matt Lemming, I called you today. You didn't answer. Well, nor called me back. So, what's up with that?
Calc and peroxide.
Yeah, what's that
I was just reading that, huh? I mean, what do you do? Like make a paste out of that?
Yeah, with peroxide. I mean, I guess you can. You use the.
Well, if you use calc powder and a little peroxide.
Water, yeah. Sounds like a concoction for death, if you ask me.
I'll take bets on how long it takes to freeze.
No, I will win. If I have to, I can hold the whole time, but I don't have to. But if there's money on the line, I'm holding it. Was sleeping. I thought you were calling me about what you texted me. No, I wasn't calling about what you texted me. Sorry to segue off the stream, but Matt, so my mom posted something on Facebook the other day about she wanted this blanket. It's like this hippie blanket. So like right away, I text my brother, "Hey, you want to split this for her birthday?" Her birthday is actually today now. She tagged me. My brother's on the Facebook, and so right away, within the hour, bought it, sent it. Whenever it gets there, it'll get there. Happy birthday.
There you go.
My dad buys it. My dad fucking bought it. So
Oh no!
Two of them coming. She was like, "Oh," she posted on her Facebook. "Oh, that's such a great husband. He bought this for me." I'm like, "Well, thanks for ruining it, Dad.
Great.
Me and Matt fucking bought it already. Come on." All right, that's what I was talking about, Matt. Dad bought it. Is what I'm getting at. Breaking the seal. No pun intended. But yes. Called today. My daughter saying happy birthday. Oh, device not connected. Travis. I forget to notice. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. See, they need to make it more. See, another thing, if I had a damn notepad around,
what's going on?
Down. They need to make it more.
Post this real quick.
They need to do something like if someone jumps in, they need to have like an outline around it, like blinking or something. Because I don't even notice it.
There's no notification.
Yep, nothing. And then one thing I want to, which I won't forget because I know I want to do this. When I have on my fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 person, it's 5, and then there's one at the bottom, and like the panel down there, like setting panel, is like in the way, so you barely see it. Like,
that's kind of weird.
I don't like that.
Let's load it up. Get 6 people in here.
I probably won't see him. Cap at 5. Travis, what's up, buddy? What do you?
Not much, man. I'm posting it on my community forum real quick.
Cool. So I have a subscriber and a viewer right now because of you.
It's good.
Sean Clark.
Get over here real quick.
Glad to have him.
Oh, Sean Clark, dude, that guy's an asshole. So let's see here. Heading over to Mike's live stream to hang out.
Done.
Y'all should come. Let's see. I gotta
37. 37 was the most the other night. I'm pretty.
I gotta head over to your shit. Find you. Get the link.
So you can watch it or be up to date on comments, which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's so weird when I hear my own voice. It's creepy.
Well, yeah.
So I gotta ask, Travis, what are you using for mic setup and all that? Because it's like so clear.
Let me look here. This is.
It's not that expensive though.
Right.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It was like $200, $300. It wasn't actually that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Oh, that's a lot. Oh well, it was. Well, you got to think, man. I bought it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. So it's a Focusrite. Give me a second while I look down here. Oh, some bitch. I don't know. It's a Focusrite package, so it comes with the actual.
Okay.
It connects to the USB, and then it connects to the mic, and then I have a pop filter and all shit on there. But it's pretty cool. It's Focusrite Studio something. It's like red and black. I think that's just their color theme in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm using a 2i2 Focusrite with a mic and everything. But like, how are you hearing yourself? Because I can't hear. I get no monitor. It's weird. Sorry for the tech questions.
Like, how do I hear myself talk? Like,
you're going directly into the Focusrite with the mic.
Oh, it automatically records. But on this little device, you can actually set it up so you can either hear, you can switch between what you hear. You can
there's the playback or outside.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't think about playing with that button. There it is.
That helps you a lot. That allows you to take it, or you can just put one ear on, and it just allows you to take. Let me see if I can get to the comment section here. You know what I have to do? I have to head over and go to the comments on live so I can actually see them, like I did last week, and then just turn the volume down so I don't hear myself.
Yeah, that's how I have mine set up.
See comments.
Well, the thing is it's too much of a delay. Like when I did that test live stream last week, it was like 3 or 4 minute delay. Yeah, and that was only with like 80 people in there.
The video is like a 10 second delay, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the comments, at least in this program, when I used it on the test last week, it was like 3 or 4 minute delay for me.
Marcus found me by your link as well. Appreciate it, Marcus. Cool. Appreciate it, Travis.
So you guys won't believe what the hell I did today. I posted a picture of it on Instagram, but I ended up, I was going in there and, so I've had that script stag. So on the video I just posted with the update, that one on the far left-hand side, that rock structure, that big green acro, it's a script stag. And it actually started when the torch started growing around it and the green slimer started growing into it. It actually started getting shaded and took a lot of damage. And then it STN'd over the last couple months now. And I went to go take out that colony today, just like probably a couple hours ago. Broke off the entire colony about the size of a basketball, and then broke off a huge chunk the size of my hand of my tort. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" So I went in there and glued it back into the rock structure. But like, there's this massive gap missing in the left rock structure.
Travis, I couldn't imagine because I accidentally fragged my biggest piece of my SBS today. It was like an inch.
What, you get like an inch out of it? I was gonna say, it's the size of your dick, dude.
He's like,
he wishes his dick was that big.
And I like busted out this little nub, and I was pissed.
I was gonna bust out the ruler for that 17 inches gap that I have between the radions on the grow system. Like, well, I'll just whip that bitch out, dude, and just times it by like 50.
I didn't know got it.
I put out a lot of content this week because I had a whole bunch of stuff lined up, and I was like, I just got to get this stuff done because I have a list here on my little chalkboard.
Don't go stagnant.
No, I won't go stagnant. I always got something I got to create. There's always something or always some kind of request. Fuck, I could do.
That's what you need, Mike. You need a little chalkboard like Travis, so you can write your shit down.
I need a fucking notepad.
Yeah, just put a video list, man.
Yep.
Like I get most of my inspiration when I'm taking a dump, and then I just simply just put it in my little notepad, and I come down here and I put it on my chalkboard. Like, yo, I better make that video sometime.
He's got a notepad next to the pooper.
No, it's built into the phone.
Oh,
yeah, a notepad on your phone.
Actually, I thought you had like
a
pencil in your hand.
Yeah, so you just when you're just taking a crap, you're like, all right, well maybe I will make a video on how to cure dino or some shit like that, and then it's how I get all my inspiration.
Yeah, thinking about that brown dino, we'll drop some browns.
Oh man, well I did show a video clip in that update, or not the update, I forgot what it was, the dosing NO3 and PO4 about what the dino used to look like in the 300. That was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
when I got it, I had it for like 3 weeks. Thankfully, that was
scraping it off the back.
But what I did is it was kind of crazy. I went ahead and took one of those little 1 inch, or sorry, maybe half an inch hose, and then I zip tied it onto the razor blade, and it went down all the way into a filter sock. So every time I scraped the back of the glass, it pulled up. Yeah, it pulled it right up. So I didn't have that shit float around the tank, even though I had a little bit, but it was not nearly as much as if it was the entire tank. Hey, what's up, guys? But yeah, so I'm glad I got over that, man. That was nuts.
What's up, Richmond Reefer?
Did you do any special tricks to get rid of it? You just scraped it and sucked it out, and
a manual removal and increased my nutrients. I was fucking bottoming out.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I thought was pretty cool the other day in your video is that not only obviously you sell a bunch of stuff, but you sell coralline algae. You just scrape out the back of your back.
Dude, you'll shit yourself if I told you how much I sold of that last year. I checked my QuickBooks.
Dude, it's crazy.
Take a guess. At $10 a pop, guess how much coralline I sold? $4,000 worth of coralline.
Wow.
Well, let me be technical, like 39.2 or some shit like that. I have to look at my QuickBooks.
Close enough.
At $10 a pop. But the thing is it was so easy to get out of the 300 up until a little while ago when some of those colonies were getting in the way. So it's like a huge pain in the ass to get in there and get it. And now
you got that little orange scraper on the end of your hose. Right?
Yeah. Well, I don't use that for that. I use that for the dyno. But now I'm just waiting for it to grow out in my other tank so I can sell it again. But no, that stuff is really good. I've used it to seed Mike's tank up north, JP's, and another guy's tank. I just gave it to him like, hey, well, maybe it will work just to see. And then it ended up actually working. So I'm like, hey, shit, this might be something. So that's kind of where it started.
Oh, but going for the water, huh?
It requested all the time. Flush that damn skimmer. So I'm drinking this new tea I'm trying out right now.
I drank a Truly last week.
A what?
A Truly.
What the hell's that?
Oh yeah, that was that fruity seltzer drink. Yeah. You have to hold it with the pinky out.
Yeah, it's funny. So yeah.
So K-Town has a question here. Hey Travis, how would you get rid of 50 plus Aptasia? Don't be a fucking idiot in the first place and have 50 plus Aptasia.
Well, I have 4. So can you answer the question?
Yeah, don't be an idiot. Quarantine your shit.
Well, that's
yep, there it is.
There you go. There's your fucking answer.
All right. Well, that ship has sailed. So now what?
Well, then you can either get the file fish or just use the syringe, and you can use Aptasia X. That works. I've used that a couple times. A client's tank who decided to go to fucking that fish place and buy a whole bunch of coral and didn't even look at it and just threw it in his tank.
I was like, where I got it from. I don't even know where I got it from.
Did you scold him? We're like, you should know better.
No, I don't. Oh, I don't care, dude. He pays me to work on the tank. I'm not paid to babysit him.
That's
it's
true.
His money.
Right?
It's his tank. He can do whatever he wants. But
true that.
I'm just there. What was it? Have you ever watched the Hodge twins before? The twin, they are the black guys that are, like conservative twins or whatever. But they're like, way back in the day, they used to say it's just advice. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just advice. It's up to you if you want to take it or not. If you want to go to the store and buy a bunch of coral, I'm not going to stop you. Do whatever works for you, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Sorry, we were talking about you earlier. We think you're gonna get.
Is that why my ears were ringing?
Yeah, probably.
It's like, yo, someone's talking shit.
So
right now.
I was like, dude, Travis is gonna get. Travis got a stuffed 300-gallon. He's gonna get like 1,000, and in like 18 months, he's gonna be like, fuck,
it's gonna be stuffed
big enough. Or like a
I think I'm gonna stop at, unless there's like a facility designated to tanks. I'm gonna stop with that 10-foot. That 10-foot tank, and then have the 300 attached to it upstairs, and then I have a bunch of 8-foot grow outs. So really cool. It's basically just a glorified version of what I currently have. That's all it is. The same concept. I just need a little bit more room. So that's about it.
Some say peppermints. Yeah, I looked at a lot of stuff. The nudibranchs, I think you had mentioned the other day.
Oh yeah, Travis. Nudas, yeah. You get those at. Let me look it up the website for that. I gotta remember what it is.
Peppermint shrimps. What else did I see? There's a couple of wrasses that do it, and butterfly. The copper band is one of the ones that they say is known to.
Reef Town, that's what it's called. Reeftown.com. I've had a couple guys buy from there. I think I got a batch from them a while back. They seem to be pretty good. Reef Town, what is it? Yeah, they got deals going on all the time. But you want to get the medium ones or the large ones. Probably go with the medium because they're ready to lay eggs at that point, and then you can. I
saw this the other day. I think this popped up. Maybe it was another thing. It was like one of these things where I thought about it, and here it is, like popping up on my feed. I probably searched it, but like it popped up the other day, and the prices weren't that bad. Especially there was like a 50% off sale on some of them, like a 30% or something. I'm not gonna do it. Trying to navigate to this website now, but I don't know. 2 of them are in the sand bed, so I can get those out. You just kind of get real close and grab them real quick.
Well, I would try to scoop them out with a fish net, but make sure they're not attached to the bottom of the glass.
Right.
So you don't rip them, and so you don't rip them and they don't spread over. But the nudibranchs are actually a pretty good idea. They're just expensive, and you got to understand if you have a wrasse in your tank, make sure you put them in at night and then put them down. Like try to put them where your Aptasia is, so they'll get into the rocks, then start eating it. Because if your wrasse finds them, he's just eating $25 or $20 bills. I'm just saying, if for people who are listening, if they have wrasses. Somebody asked, what is it? Your 1 foot tall grow out tank, what percentage do your XR radians on? they're at the exact same thing as the 300. They're at 100% with the AB plus spectrum, or at least my version of it. The issue I have with that tank is the lights itself. They put up plenty of power underneath, like that 350 is what I'm looking for. Problem is, it's not a good enough spread, and I can't lower them down, or I'll smash my head off of them while I'm in there working. So maybe I'll jerry rig something where I can like move it automatically, or hit a button and have it move the lights up, something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, that'd be fancy.
It would be, yeah, but it's just kind of, I don't know. Keep it simple, stupid, man. Yeah, I mean, right now I have like a pole, like what is it? A clothes rack pole holding them up, and it works just fine. Some DIY mounts. I'm trying to spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah, screws paying them for the mounts that you get for them. You know, I mean,
yeah,
those pre-made ones are insane for what they are.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, geez, man. Well, it's the name of two associated with it. That's what you're getting.
Right.
You know, that's what you're
paying for that name.
Yeah.
I don't know words you get. I didn't get the word you guys were saying. I'm trying to figure out how to get the names on it. I feel like when I start, I have the names. But
They asked me to put a name in the box when I sign in.
No, but there's a way.
Mine automatically fills. It might be because I have the program.
I'm showing.
Yeah, you got all that fancy shit.
No, I guess on the stream it does, right?
No.
At 34 minutes, it did. That's when I paused it because I was getting echo.
Well, then I wonder why.
That's last. No, that's last one. You're right. All right. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
My fish are pissed because I didn't feed them today.
Oh, poor
staring at me. They're staring at me. Well, I freaking I overfed them yesterday because they just looked hungry, and I kind of had a weak moment. I was like, all right, I'll feed you again.
Yeah, you feel bad.
And then I tested my nutrients this afternoon. I'm like, well, fuck that. I was like, well, I'm not going to go that high. That's a little ridiculous. So I was like, you guys are taking a break. So that Flamingi tang that is just staring at me. She won't even turn around. She's just staring at me.
Just staring at you.
From across the room. She's got to be like 15 feet away just looking. And she won't go anywhere else.
Feed me now, human.
Yeah. It's crazy that fish has grown so much. And that was the one that had the glue stuck in her mouth. I can't believe how much she's grown. You have to find a bigger tank for her.
How big was she when you got her?
Oh, like 1.5 inches, maybe wow. 2 inches at max. Yeah, she's a bit.
I give up. I'll Google it next time. See if I
can she's well fed
down right now.
Yeah, what I really like about those types of fish, they have the same facial structure as the hippo tang. Is they're just not aggressive. When you start getting into yellow tangs and purples and all that stuff, powder blues, that's where the aggression kicks in. It seems like they're the assholes of the species.
Right.
But yeah, that facial structure, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I've never had any aggression from any fish like that. And I didn't get a clown tank through quarantine to even see, which is the goal of mine, fortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like my sailfin. He's an asshole.
Oh yeah,
biggest bully in the tank.
Yep.
He's
the only reason why mine isn't is because the blue powder blue is doing it.
All right, I'm done. I give up. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, they're jerks, man. I know I had that first sailfin I had in the 125 Zeze, the one I ended up adopting. He was cool for a while, but then when I added a yellow tang, he's like, yeah, gloves off, right? Or fins off, dude.
Right.
And he just started killing everything.
Get some fins up. He's like, what? Yeah. What are you going to do?
And then you learn to, what's up, buddy?
I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I don't care.
I don't know if you've been talking about any planes that have carry inverts. 919, I don't know. It's 2 minutes ago. I don't know if you answered that either.
Oh, I didn't even see the chat, man. Sorry, I'm just.
Any planes that have inverts? NATO, man, what's up, buddy? Anthony Murphy.
Oh, do I plan on putting inverts like to sell?
I think having, yeah.
Oh, I did have them for a while, but I don't know if you guys remember me talking about my my buddy who ended up getting stage 4 liver cancer or stage 4 liver cancer. He's the one I get all my inverts from. And he's obviously not doing that right now, or he is, but just not to the extent that he was. So I try not to bother him because he's going through stuff at the hospital and everything. So I try not to bother him. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped selling them. So, maybe in the future, but it requires a separate system, and it's kind of a pain. But and then I feel like I don't know. Like as I mentioned before, I don't like selling things that have any. Well, it's not that hard, but I don't like selling things that have issues, and a lot of things that come in on hermit crab shells and snail shells, like these fermented snails and all sorts of stuff comes in on them, and I don't feel good selling those. But maybe in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Boyd, what's up, man? Welcome back.
Scroll up and see if I missed anything. The clown tang is a D-bag. I've heard of that. I've heard that too. I've heard that the clown tangs can be assholes. I just figured maybe give them the benefit of the doubt because just they're the flamingo tang and the hippo tang have never been aggressive, at least not in my experience.
Reefing was I'm sorry I forgot that. I don't know what happened to my tankers now.
Maybe your phone died.
Well, I think it was plugged in unless I forgot. See if I had a notepad I could write it down. Don't forget.
Unless somebody's calling.
Said, I'm battling. It could be somebody calling. I'm pretty sure I plugged in. Reefing going. I'm battling FTH and tried burger, copperbear, and file fishing only when I bought 20 peppermints. I think I remember you talking about that.
Yo, peppermints are the shit, man. They do it, but you got to catch them. You got to catch them before they go rogue.
Is a peppermint shrimp and a camel shrimp the same thing?
No. Camel shrimp has water in its top there, and you gotta.
I don't know. I'm always
There's more of a desert type of shrimp,
and that's what did it for me. The camel shrimp did it for me.
Yeah, peppermints are a great way to get rid of aptasia. The only thing is you better catch them, and they're a huge pain in the ass to catch when they start going rogue. Because guess what? They just hide in the rocks, and then when you turn the lights off, they're like, "Ooh, look at that!"
Yep.
Smell PS I can chomp on.
Yep. Totally going after my frog spawn.
That's what the camel did. Is why I'm like scarred on.
I had one eat zoas. That's about the extent of it, and then he went. Well, he went for a swim somewhere else.
Did you put him in a sump or it was sewer surfing?
Well, I can't give that information out. I try not to.
Yeah, keep that on the
DL.
DL.
Wraps, man. Fish Effects is killing shrimp. That motherfucker.
It's for the paid members only.
It's for the paid members.
Paid members only know what I do to fish in the dark.
Yeah, but that person would be bitch about you killing shrimp, then go to Red Lobster and get a whole plate full. So what's
I know,
the
right?
difference?
I fucking love shrimp, man. I've had another thing I had was a stuffed. The other night I had a stuffed portobello mushroom that had crab meat stuffed in. It was fucking awesome, man.
Can't eat shrimp, man. It just tears me up.
Does it?
Yeah.
It tears me up. This tea I'm having. I'm looking forward to the bathroom a little bit later. The detox Lipton tea. That shit will rip you apart.
Don't forget to bring your phone. You might have some great ideas.
I do. I brainstorm on there.
Yeah. Especially got one of them long ones,
Mine are always liquid, dude. I don't give a fuck. It ain't no long one.
Soft serve ice cream.
I know this is fucked up, but yeah, it's always bad when you start a sentence with, "I know this is fucked up," but I'm going to say it anyway.
But
so, anyways, when I was having that stomach issue a couple weeks ago, I'm up there. I'm like, in the bath. We got a couple bathrooms. Well, we got 3 here, 2 fulls and 1, half downstairs. But I'm in there just going to town, and she comes in. She's like, "Yo, why is the shower?" I'm like, "Well, a couple reasons. One, I need to take one every time I go to the bathroom this week." So it was just rough. It was a rough week, man. We used a lot of hot water in my house.
Oh my god! Week. Watch that water bill go up.
Shit is fucking.
I don't know what's going on in the comments for you. Over and over. Scroll up. I mean, it's a lot to figure out, but I don't know what's.
What are you talking about, Mike?
These comments over here.
I can't. I don't know. I'm on regular stream here, and I'm not seeing shit come in. Mermaid's Reef was the last one I saw come in. I'm missing stuff apparently.
Yeah, you're missing something above it.
I don't know. Mine seem to be coming in. Acrobator.
How are you? I know.
Bahama Llama.
39, Travis. There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh,
it's taking
40
off.
now. Congrats, man. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll up and see the comments here, but I'm obviously having some kind of technical error.
There's a lot to go through.
But
not one of them, I guess.
So you guys got anything particular you want to chat about? Fucking late. I probably got like half an hour. What are you talking about?
What time is that? I don't know.
Isn't it sad when 9:30 is getting late? I feel old.
Yeah, that's a sign you're getting old, man.
I know, right? Because I'm like, man, it is getting late. 9:30. I gotta fucking work tomorrow.
Well, I woke up at 3 this morning. I don't know why I woke up, but I woke up. I was like, oh well, I guess I gotta go downstairs and test my tank because I apparently got a freaking mental disorder. But went down here and tested the tank for whatever reason. I guess I was just in the mood.
At 3 in the morning.
At 3 in the morning, I was like, oh, let's test alkalinity. I had a feeling. I don't know. Maybe I had a bad dream about fucking tank crashing or some shit. I don't know. But I came down here and started testing it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I had a wicked dream about somebody killed my tank. Like just
Killed
crashed all of them. Yeah, just crashed them all. Like I come home and they were trashed. I don't know if I was gone for vacation. It was kind of a weird dream, but I just remember waking up going, "Oh no!" My wife's like, she sat out of bed like, "What the hell is happening?" I'm like, "Weird dream."
I've had a couple of fish tank dreams. It's funny.
It freaked me out. Anyway,
Mike, you had fish tank dream. You said.
I've had a few of them.
Well, have you ever
about,
seen
like,
those
getting
videos?
All this coral, like all of it. Like I want all of it, and I get it.
instead of $100 bills as corals.
Yeah. Make it rain.
Well, I saw a video. Have you ever seen those where there's hidden cameras and the wife pours bleach into this dude's tank? Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've
That's
never heard
nuts,
that before
man.
until you said something a while ago.
I mean, it's cool if you have like a 40-gallon tank, but if you start pouring it into like 400 or 500-gallon tanks, I guess that's got to be some kind of felony at that point, given the amount of money that is. So yeah,
I remember you saying that a while back.
I don't exactly know how that would work out, but I mean, if somebody came to my house and just dumped a thing of bleach in my tank, I mean,
there's also a video on. I see it randomly every once in a while where it was like this young girl who like fell off the balcony inside like of a second story where it's got a balcony over the living room. She like fell into like it's probably like a 50 cube is what it looked like. And she just fell. So
oh yeah, I seen that one. She was trying to do like a flip or something off.
I think she was like trying to hang out to the side and be an idiot and just fell.
Oh, Sean, I call him Scene because my buddy always made him call him that. So Sean Clark asked, what is all your biggest oops moments throughout their reefing experience? Go ahead. You guys go first. I got to think of something fucked up.
There's a lot.
I've done lots of oops. Yeah. I don't know. Oops for like the 7th time of not learning. I used to go through these phases. I would throw fish in and get everybody ick, and then I start quarantining for a little while, and then I get comfortable, and then I start just popping and dropping again, and boom. This time I'm for real though. I got it. I'm done. I have 2 different tanks. So once the fish start getting bigger in the process of adding fish, I have that 20 I can put back up, and if I need anything bigger than that, I don't think I should anyway. But so, oops.
Oh, my biggest oops is I do it every single week. Is I when I go to fill up my ATO, I usually leave the fucking room, go upstairs, and just kind of hang out for a while. And I'm like, oh shit, I left it on. I come down here, the whole fucking basement's flooded out.
Dude,
every week, man.
I had a couple of those.
See, we can keep talking. RODI is a big oops. I've lived at this house for 2 years. I've done it 3 times already.
Well, I don't do that anymore. The float valve. Yeah, you got the float valve.
Yeah, I did it twice and then got the float valve. I'm like, nope, not anymore.
How about that one with the sensor, whatever it is? I think it's the same as the.
Yeah, the last time
on the smart ATO micro, I think it's just the creators of that.
Oh. Last time that happened to me, I left it running. My stepson was sleeping in the basement, and instead of coming up to tell me that he heard water running, he just stuck a towel in front of the door that the water reservoir is behind. So I get up in the morning and there's water everywhere. I'm like, what the shit? Why couldn't you fucking tell me instead of just letting it go?
You know what the craziest thing, and there's memes about it, is like, it's happened twice to me. You wake up in the morning, it's like 6 o'clock. You just wake up, and it's like in the first like minute of you waking up, it's like, bam, RODI water on. Like it just hits you out of nowhere. You totally forgot last night, but this morning it's just like you run downstairs.
Or wake up in the middle of the night too, 3 a.m. Oh shit, my RODI is on.
I'm usually sleeping, and I find it in the morning, and it's still running.
So Al said that I know a guy who drilled a tank full of water. You'd have to be a special kind of stupid to do that.
I've seen,
I've seen a couple videos on YouTube.
Paul Blaney's one of them, I'm pretty sure.
Who?
Paul Blaney is one of them.
Man, I can see if you drop it down, like maybe the water level down like under half, giving it maybe a shot. But other than that,
still did that and crashed it.
Yeah, not. I don't.
I think both of them like drained it like halfway and still shattered.
I don't know. I might try it at halfway, but. I don't know. That sounds like
that's stupid.
Sounds pretty risky.
You can't drill.
Just go there. Just go
with
a hang on the back overflow, man.
Right.
Can't even drill a tank when it's on.
Then again, hang on back's gonna.
I'm just being a smart ass, dude.
I was gonna say I had one on my Nano and it lost siphon and that sucked.
You're talking about drilling tanks. You can't even drill a 75 on the back deck.
Fuck that fucking old ass piece of shit tank, man. I hate that.
That was all you, dude.
I fucking knew it, dude. As soon as we moved that tank out there, I felt how weak it was. I'm like,
I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to say or do.
And I had
we could silicone it. And just
no. I wish you just went and bought one in the first place. And then the second one was like, oh, that was easy because it didn't flex at all. One of those things. Hey, what's up? Coral Serenity.
Thoughts on Indo opening? I don't know, man. I don't stay too up to date with that, but
I was just reading about that on Reef today.
What'd you find out?
That they're just opening up for trade again, I guess. Didn't really get too deep into it. But,
it's cool, man. If that's what you want to do. I every time I look at a coral that I pull from the ocean, I just look at quarantine time. That's all I see. I don't see any profit. I just see, fuck.
Travis is seeing, man, it's going to have bugs, it's going to have worms, it's going to have God knows what. Yep.
I'm just trying to keep them alive.
Well, it's because you're a basic bitch. So, it is what it is, dude.
Ooh.
No, I would, quarantine in acro sucks so bad.
What sucks most about it?
I feel like quarantining, you always talk about quarantining coral. It's like an entirely new system you have to do.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, quarantining acro frags that I pick up locally is
to our
fine.
500-gallon system. And
but like if you got like a whole colony or something.
But if you get a whole colony, and like I used to wholesale in acropora colonies, and that's a bad idea. You get some shit that is just not good, and I'm talking shit that is real bad. So I remember I got a colony in of Millie. It was so nice when I looked at it, and before I dipped it, I always like to kind of look at it real close. I have that magnifying glass. I don't know if you ever saw that magnifying thing that sits over my cutting stand, and I look at all the colonies for eggs or anything, and there was acropora eating flatworm eggs at the base where were attached to the rock. So I had to throw the whole colony in the trash. Like I didn't even bother trying to quarantine it because it's not worth it. So luckily I never got them because it didn't go into the tank. But if I did, I would have lost everything in that imported system, or at least what was acros. So yeah, not a fan at all.
I'd like to see like an ordering guide for that importing stuff. Yeah,
you order and hope the guy pulling it out is not a shit bag.
It's just a big list of shit, like everything, right?
Yeah, well, it depends on what's available. Yeah, they usually give you a list, like the wholesale list has.
Fish.
What they usually do with acros colonies, they give you you buy a random pack, so you buy 20 acro colonies for $500, or that's probably really cheap, but just ballparking, $500 for 20 acropora colonies. So you get 20 random in. You can either get ultras or regulars and stuff like that, and you get those in, and you don't exactly know what they're named because the people pulling them out of the ocean don't even know most of the time. They're not exactly.
Is that why you got a fish hex coral in your tank?
Well, yeah, it came in as a random Millie, which I quarantined.
Do your own name. Yep.
Yeah, well, I was hesitant on that, and then somebody's like, yo, you should name this. I'm like, well, I might as well. It is what it is. I'm not one to do kind of stuff like that. I've got a lot of other random stuff in. I just, I call it, I'm really good with names. I'm like, oh, this is a blue-green acro.
That's the extent.
Yeah, that's creative.
The acro, the what? The Fish Hex Tank Buster?
The Fish Hex Tickle Buster.
Tickle Buster? Yeah, I don't know about that. But speaking of that Millie in my tank, if it doesn't get a little bit happier, I'm going to have to pull out that whole colony on the top. Because
I don't think you responded to my YouTube comment. Was your comment? Green Hydnophora under that purple stylo? And I think the middle is it? I want a piece of that, please.
Cool. It's on the website, bro. It's like $20, $15, something like that. I don't remember. But I got tons of that shit, man. I have to, every time I clean the glass, I break off a chunk of that fucking colony. So it's always available.
That's one I like the structure of it. It's like the only one that has that like shard, pointy, fuzzy.
Yeah, but it's also the only other easy SPS that kills everything that it touches. It kills zoas, it kills Duncans, and it kills everything that it touches. At least in my experience. So, it gets trimmed often because of that.
Well,
but it's cool if you want to keep it by itself. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
like I said, I just like the structure, just like the purple silo. I like that like big fat like cat's paw with fat puppy.
Like those fluffy polyps.
I really like the purple stylo, and I used to have a green cat's paw on the 125 that I really like, but my stupidness, when I was fragging that tank up, I sold all the frags. I did keep myself one, and it was just it was like fat and chubby, like the purple that I currently have, but it was a green cat's paw, and I haven't been able to find it. Honestly, I haven't looked that hard, but I haven't been able to see it locally at swaps or anything. But really miss that coral. It looks nice.
I need to go get my phone or something. If it's not going to be on upstairs, I need it in my pocket.
Might as well.
Should I go check it?
Yeah, go see what happened. I mean, it turned off, so obviously it's not.
All right, let me run upstairs because it's
probably died. Probably forgot to plug it in.
I was gonna go hunting tomorrow, but I'm not gonna. I was thinking about it. I gotta get that last tag filled, but I just have to get my ass out. I'm not a big fan of freezing.
Yeah, what's the weather like there?
Well, tomorrow's supposed to be 60. Tomorrow's supposed to be 60, so I was like, well, maybe I'll go out. And then freaking kid went back to school this week, and he's at home freaking sick as a dog. I'm like,
yep. Great. My kid was sick this week too. Same thing. It's just going around.
The thing has been going around for months and months and months. It just never ends.
Right.
Shall we just how KT doesn't? Yeah. Fucking trolls.
Trolls.
Just people talking to talk. You guys would be surprised, man. I hear everything. I get emails on who the latest trolls are. I mean, I hear everything. Not by choice, by the way. I just people, hey, looking out for you. Here's a
check this out, right?
Yeah. So, I got a couple moderators for my live stream on Sunday. I'll be taking care of all that real quick.
Oh, you're going fancy. What time are you going on tomorrow?
Is that tomorrow? What's today? I was say it's Saturday.
Oh, no,
Did I say Sunday? I was like, fuck, dude, it's Saturday already. You got me all worried. I was like, oh shit, it's Saturday.
My week's all thrown off.
Sunday is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just doing a Q&A. Kind of like what I did for that test, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm not trying to. I'm just probably go for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm not gonna go stupid crazy.
Yeah, 4 hours later, you're still going.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. I'm basically the point of it is to try to catch up on the emails.
Right.
My goal is to try to get one of those videos out every week, just for the sake. I feel bad because I'm answering questions from September right now. I finally got to September, but I feel bad because people are asking stuff like quarantine questions and asking about, what should they do about their tank? And I'm like, well, shit, it's been fucking 4 months. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you figured it out. So I'm really feeling bad about that. So hopefully those people will come over.
The live might be a little easier.
Yeah, make it a little bit easier.
Once they get the word out, everybody will show up and actually get their questions answered a little quicker.
The question is, I mean, the issue is going to be trying to answer them all. Because even on the test, so they're coming in like 3 or 4 minutes late for whatever reason, whatever the program is. I'm burping like a fucker over here.
Yeah, it's that tea.
It's that tea, man. It's starting. At least I'm burping on this end right now. It's about to go down. About
give it a minute, right?
But so the comments were coming in like 3 or 4 minutes late, which is fine. I just gotta let people know that early on when we first start that it's going to take a little while for me to get a
I think having moderators will help a lot too.
Yeah,
they're probably going to be pouring in, and you can't keep up with them all. I mean, even here you're trying to watch them. It's like you miss them, you get talking. I don't really see any questions though.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what to expect. I just know that the whole point of it is just trying to catch up on that stuff. And if people show up, they do. If they don't, then, if it doesn't work out, then we'll move on to something else and just kind of testing the waters and see what happens. This is a new year. Try something new, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to turn into a clusterfuck of dumb stuff. I mean,
if it does, you can always be like, I'm done. Screw it. Not doing them anymore.
Yeah.
Might as well do a trial run. It just seems that everybody's doing the live thing now.
Well, live Q&A sounds fun, but I guess, I wouldn't want to be there for many hours just bullshit. And I think that might be a waste of everybody's time at that point.
That's true.
What's going off now? But, yeah.
Apparently we missed a question about starting a tank with tap water.
Yep, I started the 300 with tap water. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, you did in your video.
I did, didn't I? Yeah.
See, I was going to start my last one with tap water, and I was like, hey, screw it. I've got the means. I might as well just do it with RODI.
Go ahead. You did your last one with RODI?
Yeah.
It just takes forever to fill up.
Oh, God, yeah. It took forever. It took like 2.5 days, I think, making RO.
What size tank is it?
It's like 140, 135.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Plus the sump and everything. I mean, I was doing it 20 gallons at a time because that was all I could make at the time. All I had was a 20-gallon trash can. That's what I was making it in. Of course, now I've got like 4 of them, so it makes life a little easier.
Well, you use a trash can, then you just pour it into like mix, or do you mix it in a specific trash can?
I just had a brute that I was mixing it in, throw a power head in there, just mix it up, heat it up, stick a maxi jet with a hose on it, pump it right into the tank.
Yep. That's what I do at Jeff's house for his 75. It's super easy to do it that way.
Yeah.
But I have it actually set up that his ATO is connected to an ATK. Mm-hmm. So when his ATO water runs out, he just hits a switch on his ATO, and it actually fills up his ATO reservoir, but the ATK flow turns it off.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then the rest of the water will go into, if he wants, he has another flow into his mixing barrel, for his salt, so he can fill up his ATO and his mixing barrel for a water change at the same time, and then just flip and turn it off.
Was he just running through like a breakout box or something, or
no? He has those mechanical floats that I use here, and in each one. Well, he has the ATK float. I had an extra ATK without the sensors, so I put it in his ATO reservoir just with the float to turn off the flow, because the pressure alone will turn it off.
Right.
And then I put one of those floats in his mixing barrel, and it works out pretty good, actually. I have to go check him out. It's been a little while.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting some floats because I know I've got a mixing station and stuff I put together. So I'm doing that. And then I have, salt always got water in it because I'm doing auto water changes on that tank with the dose. So it'd be nice to have like a sensor in there to let me know how low it's getting.
Yeah. Somebody was asking about Vibrant. I've never used it. I tend to stay away for that kind of stuff. I try to tackle every issue that I run into in the hobby naturally first. I used to be a big fan of biopellets, but I had an issue with a power outage and they died in the reactor because there obviously wasn't any flow. But the tank, of course, it made it. And when I turned it back on, I ended up having issues with that, and the nitrate spiked again. So I was like, I'll try more of a natural approach. See how it works out.
Now I've been using Vibrant in my 60 gallon to get rid of hair algae and stuff like that. It did work. It got rid of the hair algae, but it's because it's dropped the nutrients down. Now I've got other issues. I've got some dino and some cyano going in there. It's just kind of a big mess, and it doesn't seem like the Vibrant's doing much anymore. But it's hard to say. After a while, I think I feel it's more a snake oil in a bottle.
Well, like the guy said here in the chat, man. I mean, it makes sense. If you use it, if you overdose it accidentally, it will strip your system and cause a dino. Yeah. So anything that I'm dosing that could cause dino and as any negative, repercussion for the mistake I might make is not worth it for me. Dino's a huge son of a bitch, man. I don't care what anybody says.
It ain't easy. No, not at all. And you don't even want to look at your tank when you got dinos. I mean, I had dinos kill a bunch of corals. It killed my green bird's nest. It killed a bunch of stuff that was in my tank.
Yeah, and when you see it the first time, you got to hit it real quick.
Yep.
You got to get your nutrients up real quick. Yeah.
But it was funny. I was telling Mike earlier that I got a 20-gallon nano that the nutrients are super high on it, and still got dino in there.
Really?
But I had cyano, which I killed off with Chemiclean, which, like I said, I don't like using stuff either, but I think I stripped a lot of stuff out and took away.
The thing is that there are different types of dino. I honestly haven't done a ton of research on it. I know that the only way you can tell the difference between the types is if you get a sample of it, look under a microscope, and see the difference in the actual strand. And there might be a strand out there that is different. It might not work with having the elevated nutrients. I'm not really sure. I honestly have. The only time I've ever dealt with it with my system, and I had a client that had it, and of course people that I talked to on here, it's always been lack of nutrients.
Right.
I haven't ran into any other version, so I'm gonna have to dive into that. There is a lot of things that I would love to just read a nice book and really dive into it, but it seems like every time I get a second to do that, it's literally a second. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah,
I guess it's okay though. You got to win some, take some.
You know how it is. You don't get a lot of private time in your house, except for when you're taking a dump.
Even that, dude. I fuck that. It ain't even private in that. They're like, Daddy, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm dropping your brothers off at the pool. What do you think I'm doing, bro?
Like, guys, come on, give me some privacy.
That is. Oh my god. But it's okay though. I mean, shit. If I didn't have them around, I'd be super bored.
Yeah, right.
At least on that aspect, they keep you going, man. They're funny, and they're all boys, so they like beat the shit out of each other, which is hilarious, man. I'm like, don't jump off the cat. Never mind.
Yep, don't do that. Dinos are a beach. Yes, they are a beach.
Somebody asked about the reef tanks for veterans. I saw it up earlier. That video will be out soon. I'm waiting for Mike to finish the tank because we went there. We left at 3 a.m. Went there. Took 7 hours. A 5-hour trip took 7 hours because we had to stop because of the snow blizzard stormage crap. It was awful. It was all icy. So we stopped and took a nap for a little bit, waited for the storm to clear. Got there late, set up the tank, at least did most of the plumbing, and then we had to leave because we had to get back in time to get the kids, and then of course school was the next day. So yeah, it was nice. It was 14 hours of driving with no sleep the night before. So it was, needless to say, it wasn't that much fun of driving, but it was good to set it up. He was pretty happy about it, and he's just going to finish the lighting setup and finish the rock work and fill it up, of course. And then he's going to send me a bunch of pictures, and when those come in, I will put the slideshow kind of thing together with narration.
Cool. I'll watch it.
Bet your fucking ass you will.
Maybe I won't.
You will. You got to get off the tit, man.
Nah, bro.
I got so much milk in these biddies. Right? Can't take them all. Gotta serve it.
Supposed to get an ice storm in Michigan. Where in Michigan? See Mermaid's Reef.
See, I'm behind on that.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through. I see nothing. I mean, I'm down in the Detroit area, so I don't think we're getting any ice. We're getting rain and mist and fog. It's kind of shitty.
Angry Alice says you give him any coral too.
No, I can't. I didn't give him any coral because his tank's not set up yet. I'll probably send him something later on. But yeah, that was a pretty good setup. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for my next one. I think I'm just gonna buy a Red Sea reefer and have it drop shipped to the next person. That way I don't have to pay for U-Haul and all that crap and drive the truck out there. So I got a whole whopping 8 miles to a gallon for 600 miles. So it was fucking.
You might have got like 9 though. On
the
highway.
Dude,
like
on the highway,
9.5 on the highway.
Oh my god, man! And it was nuts. I mean, I filled that tank up 3 times. It was, and it's $100 a pop. I'm like, it was awful. It was awful.
Then you stopped for a while, right?
Yeah, I took a little nap, and I was tired. And it was icy too, so the trailer started swaying. I'm like, yeah, I think we're gonna pull off for a little bit. I'm not the greatest trailer driver.
Ari says definitely drop ship it next time.
Yeah, I was thinking about just drop shipping some Red Sea reefers, and then just meeting the dude there. That will allow me to do builds out in other parts of the country, and I can just fly out or maybe take a rental car or something out there, and then just have everything drop shipped. It's so much easier. Live and learn, though. That's part of this whole process. And the thing is, it's expensive. I mean, it takes a while to save up. I'm only using 10% of the sales, and then you got to think just gas alone.
Yeah.
I mean, how many sales was that? And then food is, so it's like $375 for gas and food for that day. So I mean, you got to just think how things add up so quickly.
What are you gonna do when you have one in like Montana? Take a drive.
Yeah, well, my next one's probably gonna be in Pennsylvania. To be honest, there's a lot of good guys around here, and a lot of, it's a big veteran state, so I'll probably drop ship something in Pennsylvania, take a day trip out there and do it. I really wanted to do some nano tanks, some all-in-one nanos. Those would be pretty sweet because they don't cost a lot of money. You'd probably get a decent one, a whole package. Like if I bought the BRS package on, the rock and all sorts of stuff. I don't know what the wholesale price is on that, but I could just drop ship that to somebody too and be like, hey man, you're just starting out. You're a disabled veterans.
Saltwater.
Yeah, and just kind of, I can send salt to them. I can have that sent over by Fritz, and it'd just be cool. I mean, my goal is to get as many tanks out as I can, not $7,000-$8,000 tanks every single time. I mean, that's just kind of, it's a big first build, so we went pretty far out. I mean, all out on it, but it'd be nice. So my hookup with custom aquariums is actually pretty cool, and I'm going to mention this in the video. So if anybody buys a tank from them, they and they say that I sent you there, or you heard about them through me, you get like $50 off your build, whatever it might be. But then there's a credit. Usually there's a commission that I get, but I decided not to take the commission. I just have them take that money and put it towards another build. So I just let that build up over time. I just check in on the balance every once in a while and see what's going on, and then we just use that money to put towards tanks. But they also they chip in their own money and their own stuff for the builds as well. So it's not, it's definitely not all me. That's for sure. It's
Travis. You see the last question?
No, I didn't get that far yet. Travis, what's the means behind the channel name? So Hex is actually short for Hexdex, which is short for hexadecimal programming, which I learned when I got out of high school. I used to be a computer nerd way back in the day before I decided to join the military. I'm still kind of a little bit nerd, not as much as I used to be, but grammar and spelling's pretty shitty, but brain functions normally, I suppose. But so anyways, I used the name Hexdex overseas.
That was your Facebook for a minute.
Yeah. Well, it's I moved, changed it around, but anyways, I I used that and it just kind of came over to this. I guess that's kind of a decent explanation. Once was a nerd back in the day.
I always wondered that. I didn't know what hextext was. Say it again.
So it's it stands for hexadecimal programming.
Hexadecimal programming.
Which, man, I don't remember any of that shit. That was forever ago. But I used to just do a lot of computer stuff back in the day when I was kind of nerding out. Used to see how much liquid cooling I can get into a computer when they first started bringing all that stuff around, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff with that. I mean, I have a pretty decent computer or rig now with that, but that stuff was a long time ago. But yeah,
that's pretty cool. What's cheaper though, reefing or computers?
Computers for sure.
Computers for, you build it and it ends.
Yeah, if you build it, it's cheaper for sure. Oh yeah,
for sure.
You build it and the trek is over unless you really want to upgrade.
Like I don't play any high end games. I play World of Warcraft. I haven't played in a while because it's so time consuming. I've been playing it since it came out freaking 15 years ago.
Well, were you playing it when Warcraft was actually Warcraft and it was like a hunt and gather kind of deal?
No.
Orcs versus humans.
God, that's going back.
Warcraft
no, that's Warcraft.
That's why I don't like this. This should be called something different.
But yeah, so that's about the extent of my games, and I play Diablo 3 and of course Diablo 4 when it comes out.
Diablo 4 is coming out, dude. Diablo 2 is the best one for sure. PC
I used to run a bail bot on Windows 98.
Too. You'd get off, and me too. And he would go kill Bill. He would teleport all the way there. My sorceress. He would kill Bill, pick up everything worth it, leave the game, do it all.
Well, mine would run it for other people. So all you had to do was join it. It would automatically let people come in.
There was also a Pindlebot too. Pindlebot is the one I ran most, which was Act 5 of Diablo 2.
But
I'm pretty familiar, bro.
And then I got, what was it? 99 was the cap back then, wasn't it? I think I reached it once with the bot, and then I got banned, and then I just kind of started a new bot over and just went about it. But it definitely ruins the game, I'll tell you that, because you don't do anything, you just fucking bail bot and stuff. But yeah, the rig I have now is not too bad. I have to see what card I have, but it's I don't know, I got probably like 3 into it, and then the monitor is a 4K Samsung 32-inch, which I got to get another one.
Are cheap.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get that big ass curved one, but I was like, how the hell am I going to play on this curved monitor? It's just going to mess with my eyes.
Like this.
Right. Some of those crazy ones, like was that one that Unbox Therapy did one? I mean, it was just massive. Took up this whole gaming console. It's like, how do you even play a game on that?
Well, I used to have 2 of these. What do you have? What do you have in front of you, Mike?
I think right in front of me I have a projector right there, and I think it's at 120 with that little thing my buddy built, stretched out like a white. It's not. I wouldn't call it a sheet. It's 4 projectors, and just made like a little 4-piece bracket, like a picture.
Yeah.
And stretched it. It's super clear. It's not even a 4K. It was only like 350, dude. It was only like 350 for the projector, and he probably made the outline with the thing for like $40.
That's pretty good,
dude. You play video games on it, even though it's not 4K, it's 1080. It is money, dude. It's so clear.
We should probably actually move back over, since they're calling us fucking nerds in the comment section. We should probably move over to fish stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah, but fish stuff kind of makes you a nerd too.
Yeah, I know, right? So Travis, today I don't want to like shock my tank, and I don't know if it even matters if you want to chime in at some point. But today I finally got my nitrate test kit because my last one was expired and I didn't want to use it. So I finally got it today, and I tested, and it was super clear. It was a Saltwater test kit.
What's the starting dose you did on that?
I did only 3 milliliters. It called for 6. But
it's 2 milliliters per 25 gallons to start off with. Yeah, so just
for 6. I did 3.
What are you at for testing? What's your results? 0?
0, yeah.
Okay,
it's super clear. Look at the whole thing,
Well, you got to think, like I said before, is that you've been really low for a while since you've been going fallow, so the tank is fucking starving. So pump it up to 6, or maybe even go to 10 for the next couple days, and see See what you get.
Can I bump it up that quickly? Is that
yeah.
not
I mean,
cool? It's not gonna just like shock them with nutrients.
Well, if you put 6 in there and you test, put 6 in it before you go to bed tonight, and then test this time tomorrow, and then see where it's at, and then if it's not,
I just did dose it like at 7 o'clock. So I'm thinking
it's too
about
early.
doing my.
It's too
I'm
early.
thinking about doing my. I was talking about this earlier. I'm thinking about doing my night because I literally wake up, take a piss, and check my alkalinity, and then dose that 2-part like I've been doing for like 4 or 5 days now. So I'm thinking doing that in the morning and then phosphates and nitrates at night.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
yeah,
it sucks doing it, but I was saying this earlier. It sucks actually doing the testing, but it kind of makes you more
makes you more aware,
one-on-one, more aware of your tank,
kind of in touch, more in touch with it. I think that's what you're
exactly.
looking for.
That's what I was looking for. Yes. So it's kind of cool. It sucks doing it, but it's nice to see what you add and see what happens, and see what you add more, what happens, or add less, what happens. So it's fun.
It's the best way to keep track of it, though.
Cool. Yeah, I like it.
Testing is key.
I would say just test at night, and then make your adjustments after you test, and then just keep that process.
So I adjusted this morning. I woke up and it was 8.6, and you were telling me, Travis, the last 2 days I've had to dose 32 or 33 mils. Because I was trying to bring it up to 9, just because I see a lot of people.
I think just stay 8.5 between 8.5 and 9. You'll be fine. There's no reason to push it.
So when I woke up, it was 8.6, and I did a half dose of what I was doing because it was going. The night before, it was 8.6. When I woke up, I dosed, went to work, came home, went to bed, woke up, still 8.6. So it was like 20 mils, kept it at 8. I mean, it obviously goes up, which I don't like. That's another thing I don't like, Travis. A 2-part. It goes up and then goes down, and then you catch it. And it goes up and it goes down. Why wouldn't you just run a calcium reactor to make it?
Well, when you're dosing 2-part, you're not making. When you usually dose, you're not making huge adjustments. When I dose 2-part on the 125, I did increments of every half an hour.
Consuming.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, you're dosing all that at one time. You need to spread it the hell out. You if it's jumping around like that, do half in the morning, half at night. You don't need to make big adjustments like that. And also, like when I was auto dosing it was dosing every single hour,
which is awesome.
24 hours.
That's like the just small wave,
Yeah,
it
so
keeps it more stable.
Yeah, you're not getting those fluctuations.
So I sent my Apex out today. I'm hoping it's here. I have like a realistic expectation of 10 days, business or not. I'm hoping I know it could take 3 weeks. I have no idea, but I think that's a good business point where it's like something to expect.
Did you send the whole unit back or just the energy bar?
No, I actually only sent the base unit.
Base unit.
I even asked them.
See, I hate to say this, but you need to buy another Apex.
No, I don't. I'm just gonna.
I have 2 of those motherfuckers for that exact reason.
I have one for a backup, in case one goes down.
But it's my base unit. A lot of the
you buy another base unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's $75 a fix, done, and the 14.
Well, here, let me put this in perspective for you. When you finally, grow a set of nuts and you have a tank with actual 4 on it, you got to think if your Apex is down and you're not able to supply this and this and this and that, the tank could crash in a short amount of time. If I had to dose manually,
sir.
Well,
that's why I bought.
Put yourself in my situation. If I had to manual dose my tank, I'd have a heart attack, dude. Yeah. That would fucking kill me.
Dosing it so much.
I did 250 milliliters in 3 hours when the power went out.
Oh, geez.
So I couldn't even imagine. Oh man,
you wouldn't be able to leave the house. You wouldn't even be able to take a shit.
No, that alone right there is enough for me to buy another 5.
I remember Travis floating ice in his tank. Or no, frozen water bottles is what it was.
Yeah, I have them in the freezer now. I have a whole bunch of them.
I bet you do.
2-liter bottles.
I had to do that last summer. Power outage, no AC. I took one of those ice bags, stuck in the bag.
Oh yeah, you put Well, I usually just freeze the ice. I just freeze the ice and then let it float. But you'd be surprised what the hell you learn when you get kicked in the nuts in this hobby.
Yeah,
right.
You do.
I'm ready to buy it. I'm ready to buy backup everything. So I won a GHL. I don't know. I didn't really talk to you at this point. I won. Whose giveaway was it?
I got to start getting into these giveaways. Everyone's getting all this.
Right?
I'm over here spending all
this money. Retail $1,310. Jeez. It was the GHL complete controller and the 4-way doser, the 4-way doser, 1,310 on Marine Depot's website. That's what I bought.
Oh, you won
Marine
that, huh?
Depot's, yeah.
Lucky
and it was fucking
bastard.
1,310, and I had a guy drive from New York to my work and give me $1,100 for it.
Holy shit.
Done. That's why I got four primes over the tank, and I bought some other stuff too. That's probably why I have the calcium reactor. It's like
God, man, I enter those contests all the time. Don't win shit.
I don't even enter because it sucks.
I went on a run because shortly after I won that, I won at Bulk Reef Supply. They have free stuff. Just click the tab and fucking you put your email address in. I won the full HANA checker series, the calcium, alkalinity, phosphate, pH, and reagents, and like distilled water. I won all.
Oh, your luck's out now. Hit both of them.
More than that. I've won like 7 or 8 giveaways.
Damn.
Over the. Like,
I'm gonna have to get on that train.
Social media.
Right.
Oh, everybody keeps
I won
linking
Travis's
me on Instagram.
500 subscriber giveaway. How about that one?
Yeah, you won that one too.
500. You're at almost 30.
That's probably the only reason why we're friends now.
It's the only reason you're friends with me, or I'm friends with you, I should say.
No, everyone keeps linking me on Instagram for like these. I guess you have to link to Reefer Buddies or whatever for all these contests. Do I get added to this contest when you link me?
No, you don't.
No, nah,
it's just asking you to link 3 people. I won a couple of those too. The gel filter on my phone right there. Boom, Instagram. Boom. It's like a box with like the.
I won the aquarium DVD
eyeglass.
Red Sea tank setup from. What?
I won a bunch of shit.
What the fuck?
Like,
I won my return pump right now, a Vectra S1.
We get it, Mike. You're lucky.
Right.
Everybody else is lucky.
That's the only thing I've really put in like effort to. I edited Billy Prince's video, like his hangout video. And I edited it. I did a good job. I made video. I voiceover. I did a good job. That's the only thing I've earned. Everything else is just like.
Dude, you're that guy that goes to the casino and always wins, aren't you?
I'm the guy that goes to the casino and always loses.
Oh, okay.
Which is the hard part because stupid.
Casinos are stupid.
Scratch tickets in Keno, dude. I play and I can't win nothing.
The only last time I went to a casino was to meet up with some chick off Tinder.
To sell her some coral.
No. And it was one of those like you walk in and she like, you know how they describe who they are. I walked in, I was like, hell no, bro.
Travis's Tinder is an acro colony.
Yo, that was so long ago, man. Holy fuck.
Girl, you said you look like Janet Jackson.
God, how long? That was that was forever.
Murphy's a quiet. Murphy, do you want to come in here and talk for a minute? I'd like you to come in because people were talking shit and I didn't even like see it. It was like kind of like I don't know. You want to come see what's up? Lancaster, no, that's Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Right, Travis, you're probably going, correct?
We got about a 50% chance.
Roger that.
50%. I don't like people, and I don't know if I want to be around anybody.
Yeah, you're like me and really just stay home.
I usually work Saturday nights for my other company, so I tend to go to sleep during the day because I usually work evenings and nights for them. So I kind of
he swangs it on the corner.
Dude, I've been working
swanging, dude.
Years,
swanging.
Man, look at Mermaid's Reef, man, winning shit just like you. Jeez.
Oh, that's more stuff I won.
I know, right?
I won Cindy. This was when Dave had the Christmas one. I won 50 from Reef Girl, Amazon gift card, and I also won the DP4 that's on my tank now. Christmas of the last Christmas, not the one that just passed. More stuff.
Oh man.
But that GHL was by far like that was a lick, dude.
Let's see. Question
Especially when the guy drove to me.
Got a question on the recommendations for a protein skimmer for a 150 gallon tank. I would go, well, it depends on your budget. If you got the money, get a Nios. If you don't have the money, get a Bubble Magus. I would do a Curve 9
5
plus.
I have a 5. There was a 7 is what I looked at. Hey, you know what I really can't stand is when people call it a Bubble Magnus. Oh, that really gets me, dude. There's no N in Bubble Magus. That really just irks me.
Yeah, the Nios skimmers are pretty awesome. Somebody asked me the other day what I plan on putting on the new system, and I actually am going to keep the Nios Quantum 300 that I have, but I'm going to buy another one since they're both rated. Each one's rated for a 1,000-gallon tank, and that is heavily stocked. So if I run 2 of them on that system, it should be enough.
Check out the Reef Octopus Regal series too; those are pretty good.
Travis, do you think if you didn't have such an aggressive protein skimmer, you wouldn't have to dose phosphates and nitrates?
I don't know, maybe. But my skimmer is not actually dialed. My skimmer is dialed into dry skimming. I'm not even wet skimming. I just have it liquid enough to go down into the collection bin. But other than that, it's pretty dry.
That's not bad because my skimmer's not running at the moment. Obviously, I'm having like a new.
You really don't need them, so
I don't know. You know what I've actually been thinking, and you can talk about this, is even just like doing away with my skimmer. That it comes out into the 2 drains, and then I was thinking about maybe making like an egg crate barrier, I guess you would call it, and put another fuge light in the first chamber and just let that go, because that's probably like a 4 or 5 gallon chamber right there, excluding the
but if you're going to get rid of your skimmer, you need to have a refugium. You need to have some kind
That's what I'm saying. I have the big refugium in the middle, but what if I extend it?
Well, so if you're going to have a refugium, what's your deal with your skimmer? I mean, the skimmer is going to help. You have it down in the basement, right? Your tank?
No, it's in the main floor, right outside the kitchen.
I would say my skimmer, if I have that bitch off overnight, my pH will be non-existent. So I have to have
this. Does pH even really matter though?
Well, if it gets too low, then you're going to run into issues. Yeah, I mean, you got to get up there a little bit, get as close to 8 as possible. I wouldn't try to go any higher. I wouldn't try. I mean, we talked about this last week. I mean, I wouldn't be pushing pH numbers, but stay around 8 or at least close to 8 as you can. If my skimmer
what I do have though is a pH checker that I won, so I could get second.
I hope you win an STD on your next date.
I don't date. I'm more worried about my fish tank and my money.
Yeah, fish nerd. If you're worried about your money, don't get married.
Yeah, have a child, and then this reef tank may not be here. So, like he's doing an 8-hour stream. No, I think the longest I've ever done was just shy of 3 hours, or 2:59, or like.
I said I was going to be half an hour, and it's already been a fucking hour.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah,
it's actually been like 32 minutes.
Pretty sure it's been about an hour.
No, it hasn't. Oh, I checked
Mike's got a timer over there.
We haven't got shit done.
Back.
That's okay.
It's still cool to bullshit. We were talking about. So that's I was asking you about, Travis, about having like a subject to talk about. Yeah, that would be great, but I kind of like to see where these like random streams go.
Well, I like talking random shit, but I feel bad for people in the comment section. Like, I mean, who really cares if Fish of Hex took a dump and had to take a shower after? I mean, I feel bad because I have nothing else to talk about.
While he took a shit, he had the idea for a friend.
So I feel bad. I mean, the only way I would listen to us is if I was so bored and I had nothing to do, I would listen to us. Or I was driving, or
we have 38 people now, so you'd be surprised. Well, why don't you turn your turn your camera on and show us something?
What, you want to see my dick?
You have the stage. Boom.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Dude,
I have the cheap camera. I don't have enough zoom, so you ain't gonna
here comes the dogger.
No, I don't actually have a camera hooked up to this. Because I don't need the government seeing me crank one out, dude. So I turn that shit off.
That's why I have a little slider on my. That's why I have a little slider on my laptop.
Here we go, going off the rails with jacking off jokes. Here we fucking go, downhill. Fucking 2 hours in.
Maybe you would have watched it.
We're waiting on
see.
2 hours.
No, there ain't nothing. You ain't gonna see nothing because I ain't got nothing to show. I mean, here. Let me see. I don't know how to do shit.
Oh.
So you grab your phone and you go back to your email, click the link, and it'll
give me a second. Let me get in here. I'm just trying to. I'll find something then. I mean, when was the last time your channel ever had a good tank on it? Oh, never. So let me see if I can find something for you. Let me see if I can find something for you.
Fuck off.
Let me get through this ad because I got to pay myself
You're
real quick.
Stupid.
Oh man.
So since it's
funny, bro. I like that. I don't think I want you here next week.
I've heard that before. Okay. Let me see. Let me put some actual entertainment on this bitch.
He's gonna put like his last video, earlier's video. He's gonna
run it. Run that. It's not actual. Oh, there we go. And there she is staring at you.
Yeah, she's like, yo, where's my fucking food, bro?
Yeah, feed me.
This is his no voiceover video from like 3 weeks ago.
This is like from like
yesterday.
I think this is the update. This is the update video. We don't have to have this full screen because it's super fucking awkward. But you can make it like the little screen.
Oh, look at that. Wow. All that fanciness.
Maybe it went. I don't know how to do that. I don't fucking know.
Come on, Mike, get it right.
I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. There's 4 of us.
Yeah, I don't know how to get it to show up.
We had it working for about 15 seconds.
Travis. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm just not gonna click anything because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, we got to get taken off the TV. Kids are around.
Travis.
Yeah, I love watching my own videos because I don't even watch. Okay, I will admit, I try to do a quick run through before I upload it.
So that's the only way to do it. Is if the 5th one is the big one.
Or how it shows up. Okay, yeah.
Stupid. See if I had a fucking
yeah. It don't matter to me. I don't care. But
I just let it run.
I was just doing it to be an asshole.
Oh, there you go. That one was cool.
No, you could put it on your face and that. It don't matter. Oh, fuck. I lost my tea bag in here. Now I got a tea bag. Fucking dirty ass fingers in there. I'm surprised this hasn't kicked in yet. It must be not full strength. I should be in the bathroom shitting myself by now.
Yeah.
It's delayed. Yeah, let's see here. It's fucking.
Yeah, then you're going to be running, clenching it. Gotta go.
Travis, you ever sent a product into Neptune's?
Have I ever? Yeah, I sent in my display screen. They told me tough fucking luck. No, they changed the cord out. It took, I don't know, a couple weeks. They're not that bad. It depends on what it is.
Like 2 weeks, you would feel confident saying 2 weeks.
Is that going to make you feel better if I say 2 weeks?
It'd make me feel better if you said it was a quick ass turnaround.
Yeah, it was like, I sent it out on a Wednesday. I got it back on a Friday.
Yeah.
That Friday, actually. It was like 2 days turnaround. Does that make you feel better?
I'm hoping for it, yeah. That'd be great.
Whatever work floats your boat. Okay,
Travis, last question.
Right, yeah.
I was watching your 125-gallon tank build, and you used dollar store razor blades for a scraper. Mm-hmm. Were you ever worried about the oil used to preserve the blade in your tank?
Gotta sneeze 1 second. Motherfucker. All right, I gotta get through this 1 second. Give me a second. I never sneezed once. It's like,
oh no, it's gotta be 2 or 3.
I was gonna say you sneeze like a female.
You look like a female with a. Well, you technically could be one in this day and age. Anyways, I ain't going down that fucking road. Anyways, the razor blades are fine. I will rinse them off with hot water and dish soap because the dish soap will actually remove the oils, and then just pad them dry with a paper towel, and you can use them in your tank. Cheers.
There you go.
I keep trying to like catch it, but it's not like showing it. Actually, we talked about that earlier too, Travis.
What's that?
Your 2-year growth is pretty
insane.
Yeah,
insane.
Dude. It's just not
I was talking to Scott from Roscoe's Reef the other day about that. I was like, yo, you imagine what it would look like
from Roscoe's Reef is around.
Dude, I talk to him like every day. He's like my best bud.
Right.
Anyway, so I talked to him, and I was like, yo, man, I wonder what the tank would look like if I didn't frag it at all in the last year.
You said that on the video.
Yeah, that's why I said it in the video, because I talked to him before I made the video. And so I wonder what it looked like. But then again, it'd probably be dead. It'd probably be all dead because the coral would have killed themselves by now.
Or you wouldn't have any fish because there'd be about this much room to swim.
Yeah, well, that Vamingi tank's probably got another year before she can't turn around that tank anymore. I don't know I have no clue how I'm going to get her out without tearing the tank up. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Neri plans on watching all your build videos, as do I.
Oh, don't start that.
I'm telling you, bro.
Ugh, I feel you, though.
I got like 15 minutes left, Mike. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to head out.
Marcus says, Mike, what tank do you have? I have a fishless 75-gallon reef tank. It's crooked.
Can anybody guess why he's fishless? Anybody guess? Winner.
I don't know. It's because he's got no marbles.
It's an ammonia spike. Yeah, but like I said, this is the so I had a fish tank. I caught ick from dropping them in, and I started a QT. Ran that for a little while, and then got lazy and threw one in, and dialed up the QT again. This is the third time dialing up a QT.
Oh, there's a title to my next video. How many times you got to get kicked in the nuts before you figure shit out? And I'm going to use you as an example.
Third time's a charm. Yes. Third time's a charm, Travis.
No, we all get lazy at some point.
Yeah.
I just hate fucking doing it, man. You know how satisfying it is to go buy a fish and see it in your tank the same day?
Just dump it in.
You know?
Well, I mean, I've never quarantined. I'm going to start from here going forward. Anything else I get, but I understand.
Who uploaded a video on why you shouldn't quarantine? I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Somebody told me the other day, or told me yesterday. Actually, I think I looked. It shows you how much I pay attention. I forgot who the fuck it was.
Yeah, something about like stress or something. And
I heard you couldn't medicate for internal parasites.
Yeah. Suppose. Oh, rest in peace, Script Stag. That's that little Script Stag. Right? Script. I can't even fucking say it. Script Stag right there, man. Fucking poor guy. See how green and awesome he was in January? Now he's dead. He's dead.
He says, Mike, where did you get the fish from? I don't want to say where I got the fish from because they have an awesome store. And I just should have quarantined. So I would like to plead the fifth.
See, I've gotten lucky. I usually buy all my fish from the same place and never really seen anything terrible come out of there.
This video is old, dude. Look at that shit.
I know, right?
You got them little silver guys floating around. What do they call those, monos?
That's January of 2018.
Are we watching the
No, it's not. No, that was January.
Video?
That was January of 2019. Yeah, so there was that first one was January 2019 that you just saw, and then 1 year later is what this is. So that was 1 year.
Dude, crazy. You just need to throw a bunch of damsels in there.
Fuck.
It's about all that's going to fit here soon.
I know, right? Look, they can barely
swim there and they kill each other. See how that blue tang is like?
Yeah, you said he's not going to be able to turn around soon.
That fish hangs out there all day long, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those colony salts colonies are pretty damn big. But I got a question here.
I don't know. My comments stopped coming in. They're all.
Oh, this is via text message, by the way.
Oh, text message, fancy.
Text message.
I've had good luck with A&R by Bay Pines. Sounds like you're in Florida, Mr. FSU. USF, I'm sorry. FSU. Get out of here. I'm a Gator fan, by the way. And if you're in Tampa, I was born in Clearwater. So, Travis, when I order some core from you, you going to take care of shipping for me?
Yeah, all you got to do is pay for it, and then I'll pay for it on my end. What do you think this is, a homeless shelter?
Dude, it's a fucking amazing deal.
Yeah, what you'll do is on checkout, just don't select local pickup. Select your rate.
No even thought about his answer.
Bro. Fuck, man.
Fuck, man.
Nothing in life that is good is ever free.
Like that something you got?
That wasn't free. My portion of that was like $3,800, bro.
My portion of that was like 2 videos.
My video, that fucking thing was expensive. That whole tank was expensive.
Yeah, and you're about to.
But it ain't nothing compared to
almost quadruple it. Yeah. Jesus.
I think
like I said, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that 1,000-gallon tank for.
Let me do a quick quote on what the
7 months,
lighting
and he's gonna have like these colonies started from a frag that are like the size of a beach ball.
So let me give an idea what the lighting is going to be on the new tank. Just a ballpark. If I was to pay retail. So it's 20 times 830.
What's that?
It's about 16 grand.
$16,600 for just the lighting on the new tank.
Oh my God.
And that's not even the G5s, bro. That's just a rating.
It's a write-off.
Write off for what?
I don't know. That seems like a lot. Seems like enough to write off.
Say, man,
writing off on that.
There's people buying Fiats for
business
$12 grand. And
if you're an idiot and you're buying a Fiat, you made a mistake.
Well, they're writing those off.
So yeah, so it's going to be a little bit.
$20,000 minus his 50% discount.
Well, the tank alone is like, I think the quote for the tank and stand was like 20 grand, if not a little bit more than that.
Jeez.
What'd you say?
How many gallons is this going to be?
It's like 960 or something. The tank and standalone, something like that. It's like I got a brief quote. It's like $20,000. So it's gonna be. Oh man,
wish we were all balling like Travis.
I ain't fucking balling.
I mean, when people ask you though, what you put in your tank, like this little meteor fish tank I probably got like $7,000 in it from like all this stuff. I mean.
Yeah, it's scary when you start adding up everything you bought. So even if it's over time, you're just like, oh,
like stuff you what's really think of, like fish you've fed, fish you've killed, stuff you've used. Like I'm about to buy my third box of Fritz over almost 10 months right now, but I'm probably 11 months is when I'll need to buy another box.
Yeah.
Well, this is how I look at it. This whole investment, at least at my perspective, maybe because I approach things a little bit differently than
you're making money from yours. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't mind dropping the money into a tank because my 300 in the 2 years that I've sold coral on it, it's paid for itself like 3 or 4 times over.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, if you can make money in the hobby, then that's really where you want to go. But it's not for everybody. When people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them, they're like, oh, that doesn't seem too bad. I'm like, bitch, dude, I'm down here 10 to 12 hours per day, every single day. I can't go on vacation. I can't go. YouTube videos is a fucking huge pain in the ass, so I make those. But you can't do certain things. It's a very, if you want to have a life outside of your house, unless you want to invest a lot of money into like a generator and automatic systems, you're not going to have one in this business unless you got people sticking around taking care of things. So there's a lot to it that people just don't understand. And I get questions all the time like, hey, this is what I want to do. What do you think I should do? I go, start slow. And if you like it, do it. If you don't, do something else.
Tell them if you want a life, don't do this.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I can't go camping. I can't do anything until I can drop $6,000 on it.
Like Canet always, even just
I gotta turn that off.
Stuff, just going where you're like, oh, I want to go on a vacation for a week. You got to plan like who's going to take care of the tank, what's going to happen. It
was good actually. I went to Florida this time, and I didn't even think about my tank.
Well, you ain't even got no fish in there. You got like
I don't care. I didn't. I mean, I knew my Cosmo Reactor was doing it. My Apex is doing it, and I did think about towards the end, but like I wasn't like worried like I have been in the past.
Mike, that's your video, right? That you're playing there?
Yeah, my brother commented. He said,
"Oh, that's freaking me the fuck out."
He said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
It is kind of a trip.
FaceTime. All right, my brother said, how much do young clownfish run? I'll buy one for your tank and tell the girls that I did it when they see the tank. His girls, meaning his girls. He has 2 daughters. So Quinn is his youngest daughter. Yeah, man. Mike Lemming.
Let's just scroll up and see if we missed any comment.
75-gallon reef tank, 10-month update.
Mike, do we miss any questions? I got a feeling we are.
I probably missed all of them.
I don't know.
Who's the shithead that came in here and disliked the live stream? Who did it?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight somebody.
Who did it?
Come see me. Probably
one of the 1,000 fucking haters I got. Some bitches can find me everywhere.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Oh man, it was me. Somebody kicked this shithead. It was him.
Ooh.
All right. Did we miss any questions? I feel like we did. Did we miss anything?
Trying to catch up.
No, I feel bad. People are talking to us and we're off bullshit about something. Ain't right.
Yeah, but we're talking about fish.
You know what I ordered, Travis? Because I have that heater hanging in my tank. Is I ordered Inkbird, so I could just plug in like I would to my Apex and just let the Inkbird do it. So
yeah, Inkbirds work pretty good. I have one on the Nano upstairs.
Some shit about
never used it.
Whatever. I heard some stuff. It's like
just make sure you use like another thermometer or something just to calibrate it, because mine was a few degrees off, but it wasn't anything terrible.
Well, I have a
You have that sweet ass Hannah that came in that kit that you won with all your fancy prizes and everything.
No, I bought that one, and then I actually got Travis. I got one given to me to give away by Hannah. Actually, step up.
With that salinity test,
suck someone's dick. I mean, might as well be you.
I was like, they gave,
please, sir, can I have some more?
They gave me a Hannah checker. I'm ready again, fellas.
There you go. So you need to go back there, get down.
They probably just gave it to you for free because they felt bad for how shitty your tank looks.
Dude, that's not funny anymore, man. The first time was like, second time was like, we're gonna fight soon.
Oh, that's fine. We can set this up. It's been a while since I kicked the girl's ass.
Oh, and the
next live stream would be just Mike sitting in his own tank.
No, well, next time we're gonna see is a couple more sticks in this tank.
Well, you better get on it.
That's all I want, dude. Like, I don't care about anything else.
I know this cool guy, Travis. You can get some sweet sticks from.
I've had this hammer in my tank. Like, actually, my YouTube icon is that. It's like two heads on my YouTube icon. I'm ready to like chuck it and just like that's valuable stick real estate. Like, get it out of there.
Well, then frag it and sell it, bro, and buy sticks.
Damn straight.
Circle of life.
I mean, I don't know what they're going for. What are they going for, Travis? Can I put it on consignment?
No, I don't sell LPS.
Yeah, you can get about $20.
$20 a head.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got like 50 of them.
Oh, you don't got that many. You got
like probably pretty close. Probably pretty close.
Of hammer?
I guess 39 of them.
Of hammer
like little guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't sell the little tiny guys.
Sell the little ones for that. They're all like, nah, bro. It's what you could frag. So whatever's separated, you can cut. Is what you frag.
I could probably cut off like at least 25 frags of a decent head.
Of that thing sitting in your tank right now, that fucking that thing in the middle. 100%. Dude, I've seen tanks with 30, 40 heads of.
Okay.
I call bullshit on that.
Dude, mine's twice that size, and it's only like 6 heads.
You see that fixture
He's the kind of guy that takes it. He's the kind of guy who uses a ruler, right, and cuts off the first 8 inches of it before he measures his dick.
I'm the kind of guy who sells 7 polyps for the price of 1.
Yo, bro, I just got 9 inches on the ruler. Dude, you took off 7 before you even started. Fucking
Yo, there goes my order from you, dude. I can't wait to buy something from like Cherry Corals or Worldwide.
Yeah, well, you tell him that I said fuck off.
Oh
man, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna leave a bad review on your website.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You're like, oh, Fish Hack said fuck you to all these coral vendors.
This guy's like, yo, your $5 shipping increase is not my financial range. Well, I feel fucking bad for you. You might want to get out of the hobby, though, bro.
Ari, but
I know he's just trolling,
I'm glad Ari said that. Yeah, for sure.
I'm actually at this point. I just want to break even, man. I don't want to be in the hole. If I break even, or even if $1,000 a loss, I'll take that. I just don't want to be in the hole.
Where I'm at with it, like I just want to get to the point where it sustains itself.
Hey, I heard I'm trying to get rich off YouTube, which would be cool, but I think this whole thing is about just me having fun. I enjoy.
Listen, YouTube for me is I love making the content to a certain extent. All right, it does get old.
But it's a marketing thing for you.
But the thing is, I get 95% of my sales come from YouTube, and I get a pretty fat check every month from YouTube as well. I mean, it pays for my fucking electric bill, which is stupid high.
Yeah,
I mean, I get money from YouTube, but it's not end all be all. My point is I like creating the content. People can learn from it. I like having the interaction with with people through the internet here. Not so much in person, but on the internet's fine. And then all that sale, all that traffic to the website helps as well. So it's, I mean, if you're gonna get, the only way I'll say this right now, I'm probably gonna get fucking yelled at for this.
You sold 4,000 $10 Coraline algae last year.
Well,
yeah, right.
The only way that you're gonna get rich on YouTube is if you got a set of tits, a nice ass, and a pretty face. Other than that, you ain't getting shit. I don't care
to an extent, that's like the plateau, and this is what I
need
to,
let's just turn it around. If I had the content that I produce now and I was smoking hot, don't tell me I won't be at like a huge amount.
Dude, if you had a hot pair of tits hanging out, I mean, it'd just be you'd be raking it.
I don't want to go down that route because somebody will report it and then I'll fucking get my channel blocked. So
I'm clicking your commercial link just to help you out.
But anyways, let's go back to the dick joke so we don't get fucking banned. Yeah, so I mean,
anyway. Oh, Mike got some nice tits. There it is.
I used to squat in the gym.
So since January 2nd, I'm back on my intermittent fasting, like a low carb, low cal. So today I made a pork tenderloin, nice big pork tenderloin. I made some spinach, and I also made some cauliflower rice. I made 4 meals out of it. And that's going to be tomorrow's lunch and dinner, and then probably a lunch on Sunday, and I'll make something else and roll it out to the week. So that's what
You
I'm
do
doing.
pre-made, like you making the shit, put in Tupperware, take it with you, kind of thing.
Yes, it's called
Oh.
portion control.
It's actually, what's the other term it's used for? It.
See, shut
meal
up,
prep.
dude.
Meal
You
prep.
fucking suck. Yes, you're gonna make fun. Dude, you suck sometimes. Meal prep. Yes. But the weird thing is I usually don't. When I cook, I don't cook to eat. I cook to like
That makes
prepare
sense.
it, you know.
Oh
Jay
yeah,
Carey,
yeah. You just
Jay
a regular
Carey has
fucking chef over there.
Jay Carey,
Regular
what's up, buddy?
Ramsey.
Dude, you're probably getting fat, man. We haven't seen you on camera in a minute. You got some. What are you like? 229 now?
Are you talking to me or yourself? What are you talking?
You
talking to me? Oh, I'm like 220 right now.
You are too. You fat fuck.
Bro, dude, I have a 6-pack at 195 at 5'8", dude. So I'm not that fucking fat.
In 2009.
Bitch, dude, 2009, I was not doing well in 2009. I just got back from Afghanistan, dude. I was not doing well in 2009. I was skinny and sucked the fuck up sick, man.
Yeah, just joined. You should see that kid's arms.
Oh, see, you have all of that, Travis. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know. I missed something. I must have missed.
I don't know.
I'm watching.
I'm looking.
Going on about the gym and some tits.
Like tits.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with tits. I feel that if I ever have to feed somebody, I mean, I'm sure I get something out of there. I mean, no one's gonna starve in my house, bro. Make sure of it.
That's terrible.
Let's cut him off.
It's gonna be apocalypse, and he's gonna be apocalypse, and he's got 3 years worth of fish food to feed his kids.
Your kids have some mice.
Stream is going off the rails. Fuck, man.
Lots of protein and magnesium.
I started taking magnesium supplement actually. Speaking of deer, yeah, Pelfrey. I had deer burgers yesterday. They were fucking sweet with mushrooms and all sorts of stuff. They were good. They're good. I gotta try to fill that last tag.
Pelfrey.
Oh man,
So,
about to break.
You know what's funny is I watched a couple like Pelfrey's old videos, and Travis, I watched a couple of your old videos too. Like when you first started up the 125, dude. It's like Ryan for BRS. Like, hey guys, this is my work.
Oh man, it's rough. I can't watch any of my content. I watched it like when I first uploaded, just try to like unfortunately
I watched it like 2 nights ago.
Oh god, it's awful. It's so cringy.
Yeah, you suck.
Oh yeah, says the guy with 1,000 subs. Suck my balls, dude.
Get out of here, man.
I'm really
I gained like 15 from last.
Yeah, since I was here. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm just handing out fucking free change to people around here.
You're welcome. I allow you to be in my stream.
Oh, I'm truly blessed. I really am.
So, if anybody you gotta use is MLEM, you get a 10% discount on Travis's website.
Yeah, that code doesn't work because
MLEM.
I don't feed the poor. Apparently,
20. MLEM 25.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have deer tacos this week. Thanks for bringing that up, dude. Salty Reef. I love deer tacos.
You know what I randomly caught today? It was like 15 minutes of Netflix, like the explained the plant-based diet.
That sounds awful.
Until you hear their argument.
I don't want to hear it because I don't care. I'm ignorant, apparently.
Yeah,
I want to eat animals.
Me
too. Can we not go off the rails with this, man? I don't want to get fucking blocked and banned and all sorts of shit.
I ate pork today. I ate sausage, which is a bunch of stuff. And I have steak marinating. Every day. Every meal, there's a meat involved.
Yeah. Meat's good.
Yeah, you like the meat, don't you?
Here we go, you fucking guys, man.
Yeah, chill out.
I said I was going to be here for 10 more minutes and spend another fucking 40. Oh, man. All right, I'm out in 10 minutes. So you're holding me back. I'm
10 minutes.
All right, what time is it?
Almost 11.
I'm done.
10 minutes.
All right, we'll call it 11.
So if you got the questions, you better ask some.
Don't make it a long. How she got pregnant. I'm celibate. You need to recalibrate. what you need.
Recalibrate one.
John, glad I made it. JOHN. What's up, buddy? Never seen you before, and I appreciate.
My middle name is John, by the way. John. Fun fact: he's actually a pretty good fan of the channel.
Does anybody care about that?
You should fucking care. It's a fun fact. It'll be trivia. So yeah, we'll just hold that off for a video. You get 10 free acros from me if you remember my middle name, and I'll bring it up in a later video.
Done.
See,
But Mike is not eligible.
Wish I didn't know.
Mike's not eligible.
I will forget.
Mike, you can't do it.
You're not eligible. You're not eligible.
Forget.
So
I need them 10 free acres. I got a lot of bear rock.
Look at Coral Reef Keepers. He's got a pad of paper right under him that I've been talking about for the last 2 hours.
You can't see down here.
What we might best to not be. I was gonna say.
You know what I want to do, Travis, is there's so many like little twerks and tweaks and stuff about this app website I'm using, whatever you want to call it, a stream-based website.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of stuff that I want to complain about because they do like a weekly live stream like this with their users and they want feedback. I keep forgetting about things that I want to bring.
Well, then, right, if you're forgetting stuff, make sure you're writing
a notepad. Yep, exactly. We've been talking about this for as long as my stream has been going on.
Okay, every morning I wake up and I take a piece of paper off my printer, I fold it in half, and I go to do, and everything that I think of right then and there, I write down. Anything I remember throughout the day, I write down, and I make sure I do it. And whatever I don't finish that day, I put on the new piece of paper for the following day. Everything I do it. That's the only way I can keep up with anything.
You know, it'd be cool is a nice piece of green hydrophora.
Yeah, for whatever it costs on the website plus shipping.
Man, he ain't giving you no break.
There are no breaks. There are no breaks. I do charge per hour, and I've been here for what, almost 2
He's got to send you a bill for that, and then he's got to feed all them kids, and his wife.
Yeah, I heard you have 4 kids, and you're doing bad for real.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Dude, yeah. If you knew how much money it'd make, you'd fucking.
He's struggling.
Yeah, he's struggling. Talking about spending 20 grand on lights.
For real.
Yeah, I'm struggling so bad. Yeah, right.
I heard you were a fake veteran, actually.
Ooh. Yeah, I got plenty of webcam videos that I cannot unfortunately share, but prove that wrong. Oh, yeah, I hear everything, man. I have people. I mean, that's the easy stuff. I have people threatening me, talking about my family, all sorts of stuff. It never ends. I just usually let it go. But
you run a PO box for your business?
No, I don't. I don't even have anything coming in.
Ari wants to know what your legal name is.
My legal name? None of your fucking business.
Travis John, none of your fucking business.
My legal name is come to my house. It'd be very bad.
Travis Nunya.
Travis Nunya.
But
legally change the
my legal name's right there. Actually, my legal name is Michael.
What his legal name was? If you scroll up, I'm trying to read the comments.
Well, my legal name is Michael.
That's a shock.
Last name Lemming. I don't care what you guys gonna do. Come see me. I don't know what to tell you.
Come hang out, drink some beers,
blow something up.
Well, you say that until somebody actually shows up at your house and then
knocks on my door. Well, then still throwing hands. You really don't like me, I guess.
No, okay, it's cool and all. Like, we can joke about it, but it's serious. So there are some people out there that are super fucked in the head, and they will come to your house. They will say shit, and they will do things. That's why I don't let anybody come to my house anymore to pick up coral. I meet in a public area at a restaurant or like a parking lot. Yeah, I don't fuck around with that anymore. People, and I'm carrying, dude. I don't fuck. No way, man.
Well, when I get that style of floor, I'm knocking on your front door.
It's cool like this. But yeah, no, it's weird. I mean, I didn't think it was ever going to be a problem, but it only takes one joker who's maybe not not all there. Kind of ruins it for everybody. I don't know. It's just a weird world. You can't really take chances, unfortunately.
Travis
John Trump. Oh, I fucking was waiting for that. I was waiting for that shit.
That was yeah.
I voted for Trump.
Somebody said that to me. Travis feels like he's fucking running for president or something.
Oh yeah, I'd be a horrible president, dude. I can't read a teleprompter. I'd fuck that up. I'd be stuttering all the time.
Stuttering all the time. Turn around and start telling.
Okay, I'm gonna start. How do you guys feel if I started uploading videos of all my takes? Oh my god, dude. I'm like, hey, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fish of Hex. Fuck. What am I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, it's bad, man. Ugh.
Especially when you get all tongue twisted and try to say something. No, like I just can't say it. Ugh.
Oh man.
Neri says, "What kind of camera do you use? I might start a YouTube channel for my tank also. Just my phone. All I use is my phone.
Yeah.
I have an iPhone X Max, iPhone 10 Max. It's totally fine.
Use a phone. Use a gel filter.
You guys read that email from Farm Boy Reef. I'm not really sure what he's talking about. Am I missing something? I don't really watch. I mean, I watch some of the community, but I'm not really in on everything. I must have missed something.
Travis is what we call antisocial.
Belfry, Fish of Hex has a barcode tattooed on them. Barcode scanners ring it up at 1 million. That's actually the code to the back door. And only a select few have read that code.
Read that email. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard. I'm out of the loop. I didn't know Farm Boy Reef was even creating content anymore. I thought he went MIA.
Yeah, some new build he's doing. I just caught his new stuff he's been putting.
What's the key to keeping Acropora great color and growth? Nutrient control and consistency with your water parameter, especially your alkalinity, is pretty big. Of course, having a good light with a nice spectrum and a proper spectrum is always helpful. I have noticed that sometimes, and this is the reality, sometimes no matter how hard you try, you can't make everything happy. Kind of like women, no matter how hard you try, you just can't make them happy sometimes, especially certain days of the week. But it's the same thing, like that script stag that I just pulled out today and ripped off half my fucking colony in the process, which I'm still kind of butthurt over. I tried so hard to make that coral happy, and it just didn't like anything that I did. No matter what my nutrients were, no matter what I did, it just wasn't happy. And it probably had a lot to do with a bunch of corals stinging it. But even after trimming it, is just keep your parameters stable. Have good light, good spectrum, and just understand you can't make everything happy. Hopefully that answers that question.
I'm gonna respond to Ari right now. Yeah, people are fucking stupid, Ari.
What I missed?
Travis increased the price of his shipping because he's tired of covering for it. Basically,
it's not like I'm making any money on it. Yeah, I'm not making any money on it.
I'm just tired of covering it.
Yeah, I'm just not going.
I'm not gonna lose money on shipping.
It's only $5 for 2 of the 4 zones. I don't really understand what the problem is. That got real. We talked about it last week, but I got a ton of hate on that. Like a lot more than anything that I've ever done in 4 years on this YouTube.
You're a piece of shit for increasing shipping by $5.
Nuts, man. It was crazy. So Farm Boy Reef is back. Okay, I'll have to check out his stuff.
He is.
I know that he had
a Hulk.
Oh, he does.
The Hulk. He's making a new tank, and
I'll check it out. I used to watch him back when I first started getting in.
Heavy.
Well, we all get fat.
Me too, but I'm not. I'm 7 pounds lighter than you guys saw me on my Saltwater Shindig episode 1. 7 pounds, fellas.
Yeah, all that. And if you're on keto, like the first 10 pounds is water weight, anyways, motherfucker. Don't even brag.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it as a win. I don't care.
Water weight.
10 pounds of water
you're getting
weight
enough sodium.
Is 10 pounds of water weight. A lot of people haven't lost yet. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, when
you like shitting on my parade, man.
Well, what else am I gonna do? I'm bored.
I don't know. My tank sucks. I'm fat. Like, Jesus Christ.
Poor Mike. Mike, do you need some ice cream?
Can we talk about this?
I did keto for a year of prep for a competition way back. And, it's pretty good. It's not sustainable most of the time.
Did you watch that plant-based documentary on Netflix? I think it's from like the same episode series of Explained. I think is what it was. Like they explained like a plant-based diet. I don't know. It's got me intrigued.
Interesting.
So hey, we heading out? Or are we gonna bullshit for a little bit more? I think we're at our time.
I think I'm gonna head out.
I think I'm gonna head out.
I gotta take a leak real bad. Been holding.
I think my tea is finally kicking in, so I'm getting bubble gut. I'm gonna have to go in and I'm gonna have to take another shower tonight, probably.
He's doing it.
Just hope you don't get it in the middle of the night. That one wakes you up like 2 a.m.
No, I usually this one before bed usually does the trick. I mean, I pretty much poop everything out besides my intestines, so it's pretty thorough, basically.
Yeah,
he puts
it on IBS there.
He puts it on his. I can't even think of the. All right. The pun intended couldn't be fulfilled.
What's the
name of the
app?
app?
What she said.
What's the name of the app?
That's what she said.
I downloaded it today again. What's the name of the app? I couldn't even throw my pun out there because I forgot. What's the name of the app, Travis?
Which app?
Well, I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Aquatic Log is the app.
Okay.
I said I was gonna say Travis. Aquatic Log says poops, just to keep us.
So this guy says if you buy all your coral from Travis, he won't say your coral sucks. Actually, I have said that to people. Like if they take it and it gets really nice when I send it to them and they grow it in and it looks like shit, I'm like, man, you fucked that up. And I'm usually just busting their balls. Like, man, you fucked that up, dude. You want another frag?
You calling you up? Hey man, my corals died. Can I have my money back?
I don't know. I'm not hard on people, dude. I understand it's hard hobby, man. It's hard. People struggle, so I don't get on. Obviously, I make content to help people, so why would I shit on people's parade? I don't want to make any sense.
Here you go.
What's up?
Last one.
Last question. I'm out of here. Any more?
How do you know if a coral is happy in a spot? Do you know if the coral needs more light, less light flow, etc.?
Well, if it's happy, it's going to have good polyp extension. It'll start, it's going to encrust, of course. Polyp extension is pretty key. I mean, if the polyps are out and open and it looks happy, then it is. But it starts turning pale. You got to look at your nutrients, make sure those are in check. Vice versa, if it gets really dark, you got to make sure your nutrients aren't too high. And par, it's a good thing to know where you got your coral from. If you bought it from somebody who keeps it at 500 par, you don't want to bring it home and throw it in 90. That's not going to work out too well. Try to match the par in which you bought it from. That's why I put that info on the site, trying to kind of give people a guideline. But hopefully that answers your question. I'm getting out of here because I am going to shit my pants. So I gotta get the fuck out of here, dude. And that's one way to end the stream right there.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
adios, amigos. I'll see you guys Sunday
in the chats. It's been fun.
We're gonna come into your chat on Sunday.
Yeah, I want to be in this. I want to be in it.
Oh man, I gotta get out of here, dude. All right, peace. I'm gonna come later.
See you.
All right, everybody in the chat. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Travis, thanks for coming. Coral Reef Keepers, thanks for coming.
Yeah, fun, man. We'll see you next week.
I gotta work.
Yeah.
I guess I'm 11. All right, well, I gotta work a date, so I appreciate you guys. I mean, it's been fun. It's always fun when Travis comes in here and spits his knowledge.
Peace out, everybody.
It's always fun. All right, guys, if you have any questions or need anything from me, or if you would like to join me, Pell Free, Chimp the Reefer, Salty Reef, Naked Reefer, Ari, all of you, Drama D, it'd be cool if you guys could come show your tanks, with us, because I'm here. And we want to see what we're talking about. So everybody in the chats, Jay Carey, John, Marcus, Mermaid, I'll be here next Friday, 8 o'clock ish. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Appreciate you guys watching. Your boy Mike Lemmings out. Peace.